Okay, I made it. I'm back. Oh my word, what a friggin' day this has been. Unfriggin' believable. We're late by like half an hour from starting the show. But that's okay. It's fine. We're gonna make it work because tonight is an awesome night. It's Tetris Friendlies Rivals 4, baby. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I didn't even get into the VC with my bros.
Late, yeah.
Look at that. They're talking shit. They're talking shit about the king already.
We are.
We are. Absolutely. Yeah, wouldn't have it any other way, right?
Of course. What a shock. What's going on? It's my favorite host with the most. It is Monday Night Mayhem, Bird Wizard. It's Euro Friendlies, Cursed, Tetris, Mr. Sunny. Welcome.
All right.
How are you both doing?
Pretty good.
How we're doing?
I'm very tardy.
No.
I'm super tardy.
You are?
But that's okay.
You are indeed.
It's been a very busy. Of course, it had to be the day at work that they needed to stay late, and then, of course, issues with Max Out Club and stuff. So it's been a wild day.
Yeah.
Freaking wild day.
No good super show
Of course.
comes without Max Out Club issues.
Of course. Maybe we should do away with Max Out Club.
Yeah,
Oh
maybe.
my word. All right, well, welcome everyone. It is the King of the Restreams. I'm here with, as mentioned, Mr. Monday Night Mayhem Burb and your friendly Sunny, and we're gonna kind of run down very quickly the card of Rivals. We got 8 minutes to do it, and I'm sure we can. I trust these guys. They give such insight on the matches, and there maybe Sunny's even actually been paying attention to the storylines. I don't even know. I'll take a look.
That seems unlikely.
It seems very unlikely. Well, I'm gonna hope for the best. At least you know the players, and that'll be soon.
I
So,
do.
There you go.
For the 18 millionth time, I can give you a review of Maestro versus 20 Dan 03.
Yes, because it just gets better and better each. Here we go. It's Rivals
Exactly.
4, baby. Friday, October 6th. We're a half hour late. 6 p.m. Eastern is supposed to be start time. We're going a little bit later. 10 p.m. UTC for Sunny staying up super late, but that's okay. We're going to go to bed real soon. It's Twitch.tv/ClassicTetris. That's where we're at, and this is where we're going to make history. A lot of great stuff tonight. A lot of good matches, and we're going to kick it off first. Why not? With Burr's favorite. He loves these guys. He can't get enough. It is the Upstarts, and we'll throw in a Twitch TV champion, if you can believe it. First time ever, gentlemen. Title versus title. We've never done it, and we're going to do it historically with 3 best rivalries going around today. Ian Keith, Maestro, 20 Dan, Sunny, for the 18,000th time. Tell us, why is this rivalry so damn good?
Because they've played each other a million times. They're pretty evenly matched, and they keep on playing each other every single Upstarts championship.
It's amazing. This kind of tells you how cracked the Upstarts have always been, and this kind of tells you the dominance that Maestro has had over that group in the past year, that Phenoms and Keith and Dan have to come back and say, you know what? We're going to settle this rivalry once and for all. Are you really the true Upstarts champion? Well, who knows? Both those guys have won the belt twice, just like Mice, but they've also won that purple belt, which Mice has never won. Burb, can Mice do it? Can he take the purple belt away and join them as 2-belt champion?
I think he very well could. I know that I was talking to him a little bit ago. I know he hasn't been feeling super hot this week, but I think Mice has got it in him. He could pull, the Michael Jordan, the flu game. I think we could see something like that happen here this evening.
I agree. I think Maestro's been looking good recently, outside of being out,
Yeah, Mice having some illness going on all this week, has been under the weather. But he said, I'm going to tough it out. He could not miss this event. He said, I want to play with my bros. 2 are absolutely stacked players, and I want to prove it that I'm the greatest Upstart champion of all time. And this, guys, is a little wrinkle here. This is an Iron Man match. So it's going to be triple threat rules staying the same. However, this is going to be 60 full minutes of pain, suffering, and agony. They're going to have to play each other for 60 full minutes, and the player with the most points at the end of the 60-minute time limit will be the 2-belt champion. First time in history in Friendlies. This is amazing. Can you even believe it, guys? Woo!
Wow. Yeah, that's insane. 60 friggin' minutes. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see who's got the chops, who has the level of endurance today. That's going to be crazy to watch.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then let's move on. We got ourselves a roller battle. The new generation is here, guys. Burb. It's Cold Bucket. Guy who just missed out on the Fave 5, ridiculously, as people would say. Gonna take on his brother type of Tetris. It's Doodle. Tell me about these guys, man.
Yeah, I mean, these two, they've been coming around here for quite some time. You know, I've been able to watch two of them get better as they've come on this Monday show. And, you know, Cole, yeah, I think Cole was kind of stumped. You know, when you had made your Fave 5 list, King, I actually was kind of thinking you were between probably him or Cobra. You know, I think Cobra was deserving, but I think Cole was pretty much right there. And obviously, hindsight's 2020, but he has looked phenomenal this year. And I think no matter who wins this, I think either one of them, you know, this is a Money in the Bank match, right? So
to be fair, you say hindsight's 2020. Cobra just got like a near 1.3 into kill screen, I think, today or yesterday. So that pick's looking pretty good as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Totally bad pick on Cobra. Yeah, terrible. Oof, that stinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sonny, tell me about Doodle there. Doodle wants to go to CTWC.
Yeah.
We'll talk about him during the match, but
Yeah.
he wants that briefcase too. He wants to prove to the world that he's better than Cole and that he could be a Friendlies champion one day. Could it happen tonight?
I think so. I think these are very similar players in a lot of aspects. In their actual level, their elo, whatever, they're very close. But in terms of, I think there's a clear difference in their play. I think Doodle is better pre-29, and I think Cole is clearly better on kill screen. But the result is usually about the same. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Well, certainly will be interesting to see. They have been going at it. There's a lot of join going on, and wait till you see the promos. Oh, man, it's a doozy. I'll tell you that. Burb will enjoy it. And then we'll move on to a match that kind of is a filler. We had this announced on Monday thanks to Burb. This one filling in the AI bot battle that was originally advertised. Not going to happen tonight. It is still under construction, so you'll get that at the next Super Show Revolution. But you'll get this one. Vince Clemente, the founder, one of the founders of the ClassicTetris World Championship that takes place a week from tonight. He's going against his bro, the Burrito Dad. Sonny, Burrito Dad, you're probably a big fan of his. He's just as wacky as you.
Yeah, love it. Love his stacking. Love a good Burrito Dad top out. They're my favorite.
You love a
Is
good
he a
funky
max outer
J.
yet? Or is he like a 999k player or something like that? I remember his PB was super close to a max out.
That 994 is the PB score.
Yeah,
for
there you
Burrito
go.
Dad. That's pretty much, pretty much, you know, relevant for him because that's exactly the type of guy he is. He's just so funky and so weird. Won't get the max out, but he'll get close to it. Burb, Mr. Clemente. First time he's on the Super Show. He's been trying to fight for a belt. Can he get a big W tonight over his bro?
I mean, provided he doesn't have an equally hilarious early top out, I think we could see it.
Will we see Kaka tonight here in this one?
I think that's probably more likely.
I think we're going to see at least one 550k into kill screen.
Oh well, kind of you to say 550.
That's a bold statement.
I think I'm gonna say a 550k like just total for all 5 games that they go to. But you never know. Oh, Monsieur Kingsman, you know, Mars is here, so you know there's going to be Kaka tonight.
Well, you know, that was assuming that they get to kill screen.
Assume. Well, you don't have to assume that these players will get the kill screen. We know they can, and beyond. The main event, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you see these two guys, they can main event any match you want. Alex D versus Dog. But they brought their buddies along for this one. We're going to make history, gentlemen. For the first time ever, God willing, Max Out Club willing, you're going to get it. It's going to be Wargames, the very first time we're bringing that to the ClassicTetris scene, man. 4v4 battle, but not like in the old way of the gangs that people might have remembered in ClassicTetris. No. This is a whole different ball game, baby. There's a lot to this. There's a lot at stake, and you can see what an outstanding group of 4 players on both sides. On Alex T's team, you got the Friendlies heavyweight champion, Dan Vinke. You've got his video game bro, Tommy NTG, and the wild card on the team, Ramations, who has absolutely been cracked lately. They're going to go against Dog, Andy, Miles, Team MSM. They got a mystery partner.
It's Matt Bucco.
It's Matt Bucco, that's right. I'm coming in, guys. I'm ready to play. No, Sonny, aside from Matt Bucco, who could be the 4th member of Team Dog?
Ooh, there's a few good choices. Just I assume the silhouette is of the player. It's not just a random silhouette.
You can assume.
Or right, okay. All right, then I'll need to limit down my picks a little bit, I think.
Well, I think it's tough, personally, but
Yeah,
what a king saves, you know, a part of
reasonable.
MSM. I think that's a pretty good prediction. That's a safe bet, I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
Very safe bet. You never know. It could be the Huffster. What a way! What a matchup that would be. Dan and Huff going on 1-1 again. Oh man, what a match they had a reckoning. But we'll see. You won't find out till the main event tonight. Wargames. And for those that have no clue how Wargames works, let's kind of talk about that here, folks. It's simple, but it can be complicated at the same time. Wargames works like this. A member of both teams will face off in a traditional 1 versus 1 matchup. Then players can choose either level 18 or 19 starts. This is the X factor in the matches here. Want to get high score potential, you know, 19 is a great start. They do not have to start in the same starting level. It's all about getting the highest score in every game. Level 39 line cap is in effect for this one with a double kill screen implemented. They're playing like it's their world championship, so we're doing it big time. At the end of the first game, a new player joins the match, making it a 2 versus 1 game here, Sonny. So it's a 2v1 matchup, hence why maybe the 19 start for the player that's all alone might be beneficial. Don't you think that?
Yeah, I mean, with these players, I don't think it's pretty crazy to assume they're probably going to get a 19 start max into kill screen. So I think 19 is probably the choice, all things considered. I mean, a lot of these, but I mean, look at CTWC quals last year. It's like they're maxing like 80% of games from 19 start. So seems like some good odds.
Well, certainly. Odds get better and better as we continue on. At the end of the second game, a player from the opposing team will enter, making it a 2 versus 2 match. It evens it up. If you're behind, this is your best chance to catch up. We repeat the process until all 8 players have joined the match, and once all 8 have in there, the first team to get to 7 wins overall will win the Wargames match. Burb, who do you like in this one? You know, after Monday, Rom beating Miles, Team LXT has the advantage. They'll be up the extra man to start.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really close because part of me was afraid. I think it's going to depend on who that 4th person is that Dog brings with them. Dog and Andy and Miles have with them. You know, if it is Huff, I think they've got a really good shot. But that's not to discredit LXT in them either. I mean, that's going to be really close because Ramations in particular, as you said, he's been on fire lately. So we'll have to see.
We'll certainly have to see. And what we're going to see is Rivals 4. It's going to start now. We're way behind schedule, but that's okay. We'll catch up, I'm sure. Gentlemen, this is going to be a great night. I can't wait. We're going to make history, and I'm very excited. Burp, you're hanging out with me. We're going to be getting the thing started. Your favorite, the Upstarts and the Twitch TV Championship are on the line. Open it up. Sonny, plug away your stuff, my friend, as always.
All right, Euro Friendlies every other Wednesday on the ClassicTetris Twitch channel. Come watch it if you want to see good players play badly. Sometimes intentionally, sometimes it's just the power of Euro Friendlies. Specifically Dan V, he loves to throw intentionally. So, anytime you see Dan on Euro Friendlies, know that he's not playing like a normal match. He is not gonna burn a single line, and he's gonna top out.
He loves the Euro Friendlies vibe. Aggro AF strats, why not? You can check it out. It's every other Wednesday, as Sonny mentioned. It'll be on this channel here, usually at 1700 UTC. That's 1 o'clock Eastern on the afternoon in the States. So thank you so much, Sonny, for joining. Talk to you soon.
Yep. Bye-bye.
All right, Bird, baby, it's time. No more delay. It's time. Somewhat play. I'm excited. Let's get the show going. The opening credits, and then we'll get right into the match. Let's do it.
Do this thing.
Hey everybody, it's the king of the restreams here, welcoming you to the friendly super show known as Rivals number 4, baby. You know, Rivals is the most important to me as far as the super show goes because it's the first super show that we ever did. And to say now that we are in its 4th incarnation really means a lot to me. It means that a lot of you have cared to come through and participate. It means a lot of you have come to watch these shows that we've done. And certainly Rivals 4 is going to be huge. It's going to be the biggest one. It's going to be the best one that we've done so far. You're going to see matches that have finality to rivalries that have been going on for so long. The Iron Man triple threat match contains the greatest friendly storyline in our history. When you've got the three most outstanding champions in our esport for friendlies, 20Dan03, the Maestro, and Ian Key. Upstarts champions twice over, and Twitch TV champions galore. They have certainly proven their worth in this esport. And certainly tonight is where we're going to find out who really is the best of the best among all three of them. Along with that, you've got more epic matches. We've got ourselves a Money in the Bank match. Cold Bucket and the Doodle, two awesome young rollers, are going to go one-on-one in what's certainly going to be a high-stakes match. The winner gets a shot at the Friendlies champion. And let me tell you something. These two players not only could be Friendlies champions, you could even say maybe they would be world champions. That's how good they are. And they're just going to get better and better every single year. So I'm really excited to see this one. And then who could forget the bro battle? Two broskies that love each other so much, but they're going to fight to see who's the best of the bros. You've got Burrito Dad, craziest top outs ever in the world. He's gotten cracked all of a sudden. Can you even friggin' believe it? He's gonna go one-on-one with Vince Clemente. Wow, that is certainly crazy enough. The organizer, CTWC, he doesn't want to get beat up by his bro fool, but certainly anything can happen when it comes down in the Friendlies universe. And then lastly, we have the Wargames, the centerpiece of what tonight's Rivals is going to be about. You're going to see the best in the world going at it, man. Alex T and Dog. That rivalry speaks volumes of itself. But not only are they going to go one-on-one, that's what they've seen plenty of times over. King, show us something new. Well, I'm going to give it to you. The Wargames is coming, and you're going to get it tonight. 4 versus 4, but in a unique way that you've never seen before. This kind of gives you those old school gangs feels from long ago, but we're doing it King style, baby, and you know you will not be disappointed. Get ready for the endurance test of your life, boys, because it's sure as hell gonna be a battle for the ages. So fans of Tetris Friendlies, I hope you enjoyed tonight's Super Show, because I certainly am super hyped for all of these matches. And you never know what happens in the Friendlies universe. Woo!
I'm not like 30 seconds behind. So I'm like,
All right. It is time, baby. The Super Show of all Super Shows about to take place right here at the new home of Tetris Friendlies. It is Rivals number 4. And you're listening to the king of the restreams, the Kingsman. You're watching twitch.tv/ClassicTetris. And tonight, you're going to see some of the best Tetris you've ever seen for a lifetime, and including this one. That is absolutely crack, because this is going to be for not just one belt, but it's for 2. You're going to get the Twitch TV and the Upstarts Championship all in one fell swoop. Let's get the introductions, please. On the left-hand side in red, it's the reigning, defending, undisputed Twitch TV champion, He just won it not too long ago. He's ready to defend it against his bitter foes. It is the fire-breathing dragon, Ian Keith! In the center is a champion of his own right. He's been holding a bronze belt for nearly a year after beating a friend on the right. Feeling a little under the weather, but he says he'll use all his DAS might. It is the DAS Evolution! The Maestro! And on the right, in the gold, hoping to look to come away with bronze and purple, is a former two-time Upstart champion and a former Twitch TV champion. Can he make records tonight? Set the standard for what a champion should be. It is Hyper Tapping 2903! And with me in the booth, as always, he does such a good job on the Mondays. I gotta bring him here for the super shows on the Fridays. It's my best friend in the whole entire ClassicTetris universe. Don't get mad at me, Johan. It's the Burb Wizard! Burb, my man, let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, sorry, Johan. I've now Burb is his new best friend. Sorry, Johan.
When Johan gets a DM and says, it says, yes, I can talk to you, but don't ask me to do anything. You get nothing. That's the bottom line. He knows what that means. Anyway, oh man, Burb, I love Rivals. This is such a big show. It's the biggest one for me personally because it's the one that started it all. And what a way to kick it off with the 3 best players in 2022, honestly, when you talk about a historic purpose of the...
Yeah, arguably one of the greatest rivalries that this sport has ever seen. So I love these guys. I could not be more excited to see this.
Absolute pog here from Crazy because we got a raid. Sharky Party 26, thank you so much for the raid, man. Just in time. We're about to get things going, and of course, as we always get things going, we get things going with a promo. Let's hear from all 3 of our players in regard to super matchup.
Oh, I just knew that this was coming.
I am so tired.
I am tired of the disrespect that I get. That Maestro is not a really top-tier, competitive classic Tetris player.
Without me at the top, the upstart has fallen so far from what it used to be that the king comes back to me and says, do you want to take your title back? No, I don't want to.
Do you feel the same outrage and pain that I do whenever I see tappers and rollers flying all over the scene, dominating and taking everything over?
Each and every day, I'm expected to get up in the morning, to go to work, to make the money, and pay the bills. And then I have to come home, fix things, clean, cook. And I still have to find time to get everything else done too. And then to practice, to grind.
Do you feel that? Because I don't think you do. I question your conviction with DAS. Because I think you're too much of a nice guy. You call yourself the fire-breathing dragon. But all I see is smoke without any fire.
And now, I have to find time for the two of you again. The two I've had to face off against time and again.
I've moved on. I should be fighting for a higher belt. But then I look back and I think about all the things that this division gave to me. I remember 3 epic matches with Ian Keith. 2 epic matches, we forget the first one. I remember getting a PB in a match against Penguin Panic. And I think this division gave so much to me in my career that I want to give back. And I'm going to do that by taking that belt away from Maestro and giving this division a champion that it deserves once more.
Now, I'm not here to lecture you about a man is only as good as his word. But what I will remind you, and what I see that you're struggling to realize, is that the DAS playstyle isn't just an input method for this game. It's a philosophy. It's a mindset. It's a choice to want to see the inner beauty of things, to see the truth of things, even if it takes much, much more work.
Will you two, will anyone know the work I put in, day in and day out? I'm so tired. But that work is what got me where I am. It's what makes me strong. Which is why I am the only one strong enough to carry 2 belts. You'll see what hard work can get you. Maybe you'll finally learn. Maybe you'll leave me be. Once and for all.
I don't care that Ian Keith's in this match, by the way, because I've beaten him for a belt twice already. I'll beat him for a belt a third time, and take the Twitch TV title back as well. And once I have those belts, I am done with this division. I said that I was done before. I've come back to save the upstarts, and then I'm leaving to go after the Phenoms belt by cashing this belt in. So Toby, hope you're watching, because you're next.
Join me on this ride and see where it takes all of us. I am on the righteous path for Classic Tetris. Join me now, or be forever lost.
Wow. Tremendous story. The past and the future are colliding here in the present as 3 are going to do battle. One knows if it'll be.
I don't think it'll ever be the final time. I mean, I don't think these 3 can get enough of each other. As tired as they are pretending to be, we'll see them back someday. Guaranteed.
Very much so. So let's get to the meat and potatoes real quick because they're itching to go. On the left, the Twitch TV champion, it's Ian Keith. DAS player out of the USA, boasts a PB of 1.175 million. Has a 54 and 31 record in the Friendlies universe. Is the second ever 3-time champion. He's won the bronze belt, the upstarts twice, and the Twitch TV is his latest prize that he owns. He is known as the fire-breathing dragon in this universe. In the center, the man with no belt looking to capture both tonight. Piper Tapper, 20-03. Posts a PB of 1.167 million score. He's got an outstanding record, Bert. 41 and 50 here in Friendlies. Absolutely a shining star. He is the first ever 3-time champion because he's won that bronze belt twice. And he was the champion of the Twitch TV title tournament this past summer, where he lost it to the White Monster. And he is known as the DAS Crusher because he loves crushing those delayed auto shifters. And on the right in gold, looking to keep that bronze and add a purple one to his resume, the Maestro DAS player, posted 1.172 million score, 48 and 33 Friendlies record. He's the 2-time upstarts champion. And most notably, Burb, you know it, he declared in the Lone Star event, live and in person when we were there, calling his match against Marty. He is now the DAS Evolution. And for those that are wondering, what is an Iron Man triple threat match? How does it work? How does it go? Pretty simple. He did right there, but I'll sing it to you All three players will play at the same time against each other. Now, the thing is that for you fans of Friendlies, if you've been watching regularly, we are going to play a regular triple threat match, but there's going to be a wrinkle that we're going to see at the bottom there. The player with the highest score after each game will receive 2 points as normal. Second place will receive 1 point, and third place will get nothing. Players will continue to play for 60 minutes, Burb. There's the wrinkle. 60 minutes of pain and punishment between all three of them. When the timer runs out, they will finish their last game if they're in the middle of it. Player with the most points at the conclusion will win the match. And if there is a tie, Burb, you never know because of this format, there could be a tie. And there will be a sudden death match for the tie. The players with winner taken all. Wow. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. 60 friggin' minutes. Just 9 more and it'd be a perfect game. That's all I gotta say. So
there you go. Pretty much.
Yeah. But I mean, no, as Louis can attest, he's here. Louis can attest that a tie can't happen. We've seen it. He was part of one once. Yeah.
He most certainly was. All right. The player's king is going to get the timer set. We're going to go with the king's timer. That's a load. We're doing it. This is going to be an epic matchup. Who you got in this one, man? Who's coming away with the double belts?
Man, my early prediction, I gotta go with my upstarts champ Mice, man. He's been so dominant on that belt. He's had such an iron grip on that belt all year long. I gotta go with him, but would not be surprised to see the others win. But if I'm making my pick, Mice is my guy.
Oh, love it. About set. King got the countdown there. All right, players, you have 30 seconds. 30 seconds, and we're going to get started. We're playing SPS. You got to let me know right now. We're going to play SPS. Tell me immediately so we can get it started. Readies from everyone. Buck, have fun all over the place. And they're just going to go random RNG here, Burp, for this one, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah, helps keep us on schedule. Well, or at least less behind schedule, so no complaints from me.
Yeah, no. All right, let's go. Let's do it. It's time. Come down, Burp, for game number 1.
Here we go with 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
The Iron Man match has begun. The timer in the top left. 60 minutes of pain and punishment. The man that lasts the longest will be the 2-belt champion and make history for the first time here at Tetris Friendlies. Oh, Bear, what a way to open the show.
Dude, seriously, I'm so hyped right now. This is going to be awesome to see.
Opening going on for all players. Dan, wait a little bit, make sure that Stack will stay safe. He gets the Tetris. Go to 28,000 on his side. Already at 26,000 for him. Rams won to go to 70,000. He's off to the early lead.
Yeah, it's about what you'd come to expect from these guys at this point. Pretty clean early starts.
Now, Barrett, why don't you
major mistake yet.
Why don't you tell me about each of these players? You've known them for so long. We've talked about their rivalry for ages here. All of 2022, they sparked the upstart. They reinvigorated it. In 2020, the upstarts were envisioned to be players like Delve, Arts, Rory, players that maybe aspired one day to be good, but not. And then along came this trio in late 2021, and then slammed it home in 2022. They exploded on the scene. Ian Keith and 20 Dan got their own rivalry going on, and then Maestro joined them later that summer after switching over from tapping to gassing, alternate life, and Ice is already topped out here, Burb. Oh, man.
Oh.
That is unfortunate. Top for Mice. That means he's not going to come away with any points here early on. You can see definitely under the weather here, Burb. He's not feeling himself. You can tell on his look. Definitely going to fight illness today.
Yeah, he's not just fighting his 2 opponents. He's got a third one in the illness. That is for certain. But yeah, no, these guys have really, like you said, they really reinvigorated the upstarts division. They were, like I said, it was a lot of people like, Rory and Bartz being, that was the title match back at the first iteration of Rivals. Can you believe that? Friggin' 3 years ago. Like, my God. But
Yeah,
yeah, then these guys came in.
March will tell me, oh, the 6 is fun. Yeah, I believe it, man.
Yeah, you know, that was the match, and now, you know, we got people that are like max out players in the Upstarts division now. It's a testament to how not only the players around here that play on Friendlies all the time have grown, but just the scene as a whole, right? Like now it's, you know, lots of people can get max outs, you know, whereas previously it was a lot more rare of a thing, you know. But with these three in particular, you know, 20 Dan and Ian Keith, you as you mentioned, kind of had their rivalry going, you know, but when these three started cutting them promos for the super shows, we had them for like the title matches. I was blown away, and it made the division so much more compelling to watch. Just from as a fan, right? As a fan, it made it so much more compelling.
What's compelling is this high stack. Oh my God! What a tap over from Dan. He's gonna open up the right side. Got to worry about parity, but as a tapper, he was able to shift over the J, and there's Tetris. Look at him go with the head nod there. Oh, Dan is pumped. Always love those Dan reactions.
Oh yeah, he knows he kind of got away with one there, but I mean, in a match like this, in a high stakes situation, you take those.
Crowd can let me know if the mic audio is a little better. I'm gonna.
Yeah, in the meantime, we have about 40 lives till transition while King deals with audio issues. It is 422 for Ian Keith, 370 for Dan. So I mean, again, as always with the triple threat match, you know, players are both guaranteed to be on the board. We had Mice with the unfortunate early top up there as he is getting set, trying to fight the illness. But both of our other two players on the board. It's just a matter at this point of who is going to get 2 points, who's going to get 1. You're in game 1 here.
All right, so hopefully audio maybe a little bit better. Colin, let me know if audio is a little bit better. I try to my side. Worked.
Yeah, hopefully that is better for folks, because I would tell you, but it is the same for me. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, you know how Discord's funky, right? Discord's very funky.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And how it works out, man. It's unbelievable. That's why I have the lovely Friendlies universe here to help me out, make sure our audio levels are great, because they want to hear my sultry voice.
Yeah, dude. People, I mean, hey, apparently all the masses want to hear us, right? They got us on CT1 at the World Championship coming up soon, so apparently we're doing something right, King.
Apparently. Maybe I'll get something right. Maybe the audio will be just... All right, 565 for Ian Keith, 476 for 20 Dan. We're getting set for transitions here, Burb. The Mice, unfortunately, gonna get nothing right now. We got 54 minutes left to go. I wonder how many games we can get in this time.
I don't know, probably a lot, because Ian's gonna top out. Oh my word, went so aggro. That's Centerwell. He'll be finished 565. So the non-champ's got a shot here.
Yep, champ. And former champion has a chance. Get on the board and get a good start. We'll see how it goes. 37. 566, Dan. 566 will be the winning score. I've seen in many other matches, Burb, Dan has been known to kind of do line-out strats, but let him build up for one.
Oh, he's going to get it, too. Look at that. And that'll be enough. 568. That'll do it. Game number 1. Gonna go to Dan, who is all sorts of jazzed.
As he should be. Off to a good start there. We'll give him 2 points. We'll be on the board with 2. Ian on the left in the red will get 1, finishing in second. Mice, unfortunately, early top out puts him in third. He'll start off with nothing. 53 minutes left to go. That means 7 done in the first game. See how many more we can fit here. Players, when you are ready up, go ahead and get ready, and we will get game number 2 started. All right, players are ready to go. Go ahead, Bird, while I take a look at that.
Yeah, you do your thing, but as for players, here we go. A 3, a 2, 1, a Tetris. Yeah, right. Dan looking to become Dan Two Belt, does Louis Skewitt. Yeah. Trying to think of some pun to go with his name, 20 Dan 03, right? Maybe 20 Belt, something like that. I don't know where the 03 would come into play there, but, you know. Of course, ninjas in the house. Do I root for the table tapper or my fellow rogue member? Of course, this rogue member referring to Tetris Gauntlet, where Ian Keith, a member of the Rogues. Team called the Rogues, along with Ninjas, Matt Martin on that team, Messex, among some others. Welcome to Crabsy Kim. Welcome in, my friend. Right. In the house. But he's cheering everybody on, but in the meantime, as we get started here, game number 2 in this hour-long Iron Man match. It is 52,000 here for Dan. 114 for Mice, already having a much better start than the last game. He'll get a Tetris in, go to 136. 116 for Ian of the Keith variety.
All right. Like the stack here from Mice, much better than in the first game. Definitely want to avoid that early top out that he had. Take a safety triple in that regard. There's Lombard, believes in his DAS. And another one for Mice to go to 190. The early days here, Mice in the lead. Ian right on his heels. And Dan, the one looking to play catch up at 91,000. He's down about 100,000 points already here, Bird.
Wow, yeah, definitely. Perhaps a game 1 win hangover or something like that. I don't know if that's not an official term, but you kind of get that one good game and then proceed to immediately lay an egg the second game. That, kind of like what you see happen with a lot of time when you max out in comp and you immediately get club 0. Certainly have seen that a time or two. But yeah, to answer a question in the chat, for Tetris, yeah, it is a uncapped triple threat, basically as many points as you can get in an hour. That's how we're gonna score. It's not just first and 7 points, it is score the most points in an hour. So however many games that takes, that is what we're doing here.
Our clean stacks from all players right now. Burb 266 for Ian, 247 for Mice, and 210 for 20 Dan.
Yeah, you guys certainly keeping it clean this time around, but Mice with a S on that left side. We'll get a bar for the Tetris. Gonna put him in a much safer spot. But that was definitely looking a little bit scary. No bar, it had no bar shown up. That could have been really bad.
All right, so I think audio settings seem to be much better now, so hopefully we'll be okay the rest of the way. 235 for Dan, 282 for Mice, 314. Now make it 316. Give me a hell yeah for Ian Keith. So yeah, a little unique variety for this one, Burb. I felt that the story between all three of them is so unique, and I think it was just fitting for them to come to some type of conclusion in their war, to have all three of them play at the same time. I've been wanting to try to get that to work. Oh man, what a quick tap from Ian. And he got the Lombard down the channel. There's a Tetris for Ian Keith. Oh my word. Tremendous job.
Yeah, his quick taps have just been insane lately. Just the fact that he's been able to get out of some really tough situations, and I think that's what's allowed him to bode so well. Even hanging in with some of the phenoms nowadays.
That's another reason why he was able to win that purple belt over Hyper Tapper Supreme, the White Monster. Monster, one of those erratic players, but he got the better of Dan. Oh, what a light spin from Mice. Oh, my word. Oh, I might be feeling a little bit better now after that one, Burb.
Oh, yeah. Where's Vandy? Somebody clip that. Get that in Vandy's DM.
Mice with a beautiful J adjustment. Trying to avoid making a Lombard dependency, but has no choice. He's got to do it. Kind of playing with a left well What a shot, Burb. No bars coming from Ice, but the J will open, and he will always going to go with the
Always going to set it up.
Kind of aggressive move, but he trusts his dash, and he pays off. The dash evolution. Striking here. 361 for him. Dan is still roaring back at 415, and Ian continuing his strong game at 510 through 122. So, really, Burb, now we're getting into why these guys are so good all of 2022.
Yeah, I mean, these three are just, I mean, it is basically neck and neck and neck, you know, a little bit, Ian with a bit of a lead, but I mean, they're all just hanging in with each other, and I could see this game absolutely going the distance here with just how cleanly they're playing for the most part. I mean, you got Mice with the left wells, but even so.
Ian with a nice cleanup, down stacks his way out of the mess. He's at 542 on level 19. Mice has joined him already at 439. He's got to pick up the pace. Dan at 509. They're all on 19 plus, Burb. Let's do it. Take it away, baby.
Let's friggin' do it. The Mice right now just trying to navigate this mess. And, you know, he's down right now, even in terms of a set, right? This game 2 was not able to get on the board, had that early top out. But now here he is. He's going to slam a Tetris. He's going to look to start clawing his way back in it. He's at 468, 522, or 528, excuse me, for 20 Dan 03. 657 for Ian Keith, though Ian ahead by about 10 lines ahead of everybody else at the moment. So he's going to keep pushing here and try and continue to push the pace, but now he's running into some complications. Is that, oh, he set up in the middle. There we go. Dirty triple. Did not want to sell out for it, but he'll go to 669. Hey now. He's going to look to bring this back down. So he is still hanging on to a nice lead here at 676. 492. Add a Tetris down the middle for Mice. We'll go to 522. 591 for 20 Dan 03. Cole is in the house. He's cheering on Dan.
Yeah, I mean, Ian is smoking them right now. The fire-breathing dragon is red hot. He's feeling it. Oh, he's getting ready for the World Championships next week, Burb. He's going to be in attendance. The Silver 2022 finalists. Not going to do better than that this year, and he's giving us a show at the moment.
Yeah, no doubt he is really putting on a clinic here. But look at this, though. In the meantime, though, Mice is starting to catch up with Dan here. He's going to overtake him there with a Tetris. 618 to 608 there for Dan, as he is still in just Dig City at the moment. He's in a really tough spot.
Yeah, excellent double for him, but then he had a TP. He had no clue what to do with it, so he just kept it in the middle, gets the burn. He's got a J dependency brewing. They got a couple more pieces, but this dig out is killing Dan right now at 616. Mice at 626 has taken the lead. I thought maybe he was thinking about going to S-spin there, but he kind of changed his mind, and now the board's going to suffer for Mice.
And that's just going to allow Dan to, or sorry, not Dan, Ian Keith to really pull away here. Already has over about a 200,000 point lead over the next player.
You see Dan not really happy, but him and Mice are like neck and neck, and Mice is getting really high at the top. He got the quick tap of a square. No, can't happen like that. He had full dash control, but that's a quick tap of the long bar. But Mice is going to top out. He's not going to have enough. Dan is overtaken at 651. Dan will finish in second. Ian's 904 on level 28. Going to pretty much seal it. Dan can play a little 29 Burb, but I don't think it's going to be enough to even come close at this point.
Oh, no way. Unless he hits level 69 right now. Which, I mean, that would be monumentous. But no, he just throws in the towel. 700k. That'll be it. And it will be Ian Keith taking game number 2.
Ian Keith making a statement right there. He had the arms open up. It's like, and what? And what, people? The fire-breathing dragon blows the smoke in their faces, lays them in the dust. 975, top score of the day for game number 2. Man, GG's to you. Woo! Ian will finish it first. He'll get 2 points, goes to 3. The gold side. Dan finishes in second after overtaking Mice at the end. He'll go to 3. They're tied up here, Burb. And the upstarts champion, he's falling behind. He needs to get on the board in this next one.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. You know, we've seen matches like that before, you know, where one player loses the first couple of games, but there was a match a triple threat we had, it was Ellery, Colin, and I think M. Frerk was the third. And Ellery lost the first 2 games and was able to, and did not lose a single game after that. So we could start to see a comeback from Maestro. It's certainly not out of the question.
Well, let's see if we can get it seen right now. Let's do it. Game number 3 comes up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. 42 minutes left to go, Burb. In a normal triple threat setting, we'd be coming close. We're like at the halfway point because normally 7 points is the winning factor. But in this Iron Man version, you go until the timer says otherwise.
Yeah, so we could be in for, I mean, depending on how quickly the games go, we could be in for quite a few more here.
Now, recently, Burb, you've been the man of triple threats on your Monday night show. People love the triple threat on the Monday night program. And I believe you might have set a record for the longest triple threat match ever. Remind me who the participants again were that?
Oh, man, I know it was Cole. Was it the Cole Ansel Blue Scooty one? I'm losing track of which one it even was at this point. But it was like all rollers that went for well over an hour. It was insane.
Yeah, I think you had budgeted, like, oh, it'll be about a 45-minute match. And, like, yeah, no problem. We'll get you guys in. And next thing you know, like an hour and a half. I remember I was leaving work. You guys had just started. I went to the supermarket. Had to go get stuff. I came out. It's like an hour and, like, 10 minutes after. I'm like, oh, let me see what these guys are up to. And you're still playing the friggin' match. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, like, and it was partly because of technical issues, but also, you know, just in general, they just were going all the, like, well past 29, like, every game, too, so, you know, which, yeah, but friggin' forever, man. But it was a lot of fun. It was definitely worth every second of it, so.
Sonny wants to make sure he's still awake, surprisingly. I thought he would go to bed right now and say, oh, I'll watch the VOD later, King. He says, don't forget the quadruple threat on Eurofront. He's not going to ever forget that. I believe Mice was involved in that. Mice, Adcoster, and a couple other jokers were involved in that. Mice actually won that. For some people, that might be also a little surprising. Mice beating the Tapper and Rollers. It's not uncommon. Mice has been known to beat those guys plenty of times.
Oh, I think Boxy was part of it. Man, I'm sure that had to have been one of the matches of all time. I don't know if I actually watched that one live, but that had to have been one of the ones of all time right there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that one is lost to the annals of time because Sonny never highlighted any of the games, any of the matches on Euro Friendlies. So if you ever wanted to watch one, well, you'd have to experience it live. But thankfully, Burb, we're on the ClassicTetris channel, so I make sure that they're all highlighted and be able to use in future Super Show memories.
Yeah, that's right. Now that they're all here, all consolidated in one place, yeah, everybody can just go back like, oh, Euro Friendlies looks fun. Actually, no, it looks wonderfully cursed, but I'm going to watch this anyway. Let me just check this out. Yeah, you can do that. We have it all here.
And you can watch that every other Wednesday. We just had an episode this past Wednesday, and we had the Friendlies Heavyweight Champion, Dan Vinky, who you'll see later in action tonight. He's going to stay up super late, Burb. I feel bad for him. He's going to be up to like 5 o'clock in the morning, his time, to play in this Wargames match, but why not? He knows we're a week away for the World Championship. Can you believe it, Burb? 1 week to go, and we'll be in Portland.
Oh, I know. I am so excited to be there again. It's going to be... I'm excited to see you and everybody else. It's going to be so much fun.
And what's fun is this match. They are doing pretty well. These guys, 315 for Ian Keith, 281 for Mice, playing with Column 8, and 255 for Dan. Column 8 here, Burb, could be a little bit tricky. So Mice got to be careful. Again, he's already down 3-0 to both players. Cannot afford to give away another one. Even though there's still a good amount of time. You just got to get on the board here. And Dan maybe perhaps giving Mice a chance. We'll see. Board getting a little monkey.
Yeah, let's see. This is pretty dicey here. I mean, I think even if he survives, I mean, depending on how long it takes him to dig out. Actually, never mind. It doesn't look like it's going to take super long at all. It just needs a J. He'll be all set, but it is going to allow Mice to build a little bit of a lead just because it took a bit for him to burn out, but he'll get a Tetris in.
So a little fist pump there from Dan. Very happy to get out of that. He got the Tetris to boot. 298. Add another one for Dan. He'll go to 321. Mice at 383. Out of Tetris for him. He'll go to 406. And Yankee at 416. Waiting on his bar to increase his score. Very tight game. Number 3. Mice needs a win to stay in the hunt Doesn't want to fall any further. But the key, maybe, Burb, just get on the board, right? Sometimes, even if you don't win, you get 1 point on the board to just outlast one of the other two. That could be a key component to get you going for the next few rounds.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes, yeah, just to get the momentum going, right? And honestly, these triple threats, from what I've seen, sometimes that's all it takes. You know, just get that 1 second place, and you know that sometimes it makes all the difference in the end.
So many great fans
Especially
here.
when you got the hour-long format, right, where you know you're kind of going to an indefinite amount of points. Like sometimes 1 point could be what makes the difference here. I think with these guys in particular.
Oh, indeed. I think as we're going to get closer to the end, and there you go, we got close to the end for Dan. He's finished at 353. You can see he's upset. Somehow that board fell out of place for him. It's gone awry, and he's done. He'll get no points, so there we go, Burb. We just said it. Mice needed to get 1. He's got a chance to get 2 now. He's got to chase Ian Keith. That's the focal point. Ian at 580. Another strong game for the fire-breathing dragon. 493 for Mice. He's waiting on the bar. Down the middle. Bang! There it is, Burb.
Wow, yeah, look at that. Nice clean transfer as well. But, I mean, Ian Keith, though, is just like those last couple of games, even especially that last one, he is still just putting on a clinic here at 590 here, level 20. Had such a strong 18.
Ooh, key tuck there from Mice. Love it. But the sequence of pieces that came after that were no bueno. I'm surprised he didn't go with the S flat. He had the opportunity. S flat and the Z were going to come. It would have burned open the right side, but maybe he just didn't see it or thought something else. Toast at 550. Ian Keith. Man, oh man, he's making a major statement, Burb. I'm not going to lie. Ian Keith was this strong about a year ago, right at the World Championships. This man caught on fire at the right time, and here he is doing it again right now. GG's.
Yeah, just insane. He has been playing out of his mind for sure.
All right, so let's get score update here. Ian Keith finishes first again. He'll get 2 more points. Big lead for him now, Burr. He's at 5. Mice finally getting on the board. He'll get 1, so no shutout for him, but Dan will be shut out. No point for him. He'll sit at 3 with 35 minutes left to play. We have readies from Mice and Dan. Just waiting on a ready from the Fire-Breathing Dragon. He's good to go. Burb, let's do it. Count him down. Game number 4 of the Iron Man match.
Here we go. Begins in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
The Friendlies heavyweight champion.
Might be...
Oh, sorry, Bert, but I have to note that the Friendlies heavyweight champion is in the house already. He's here. He's watching this one, and he's already complaining. Oh, King, well, it's already 12:30 in the morning here, and I got to go to sleep. Even though it's Saturday tomorrow, why are you making me play this late, King? I don't understand. That's disrespect to UK players. Well, I don't know. You agreed to you agreed to play for Alex D. I don't know what you were thinking, sir. I don't know what you were thinking.
Yeah, I don't know what universe that would be a main event. Like
seriously. No, we'll start the Wargames here, Burb. First, we'll go at 2:30 in the afternoon where nobody's watching.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, literally most of our audience isn't watching. Yeah.
Now SV's here. Said, "Sub me a coach. I'll go instead of Inky." I mean, that's a trooper right there. That man will stay up all night long. He don't care.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, people like him and Kiwi, like Penguin Vanning, like some of those guys, man. Yeah, they really are troopers.
they know nothing about sleep. Oh man, this is an interesting vid setup from Mice. Look at this Burb. I never seen this before.
Oh my god.
Right now, the P sequence not coming for Mice to make it work. Got the long bar over to that left side.
Yeah, it almost gave a piece too early for him. Had it come like a piece later, he would have had that burn figured out, and it would have been A-okay. But I think he's going to get this down, though, King, so he should be okay.
Well, there he goes, burn it away. 97,000 from Ice here for the first 39 lines. Not the kind of game he'd like to start out with. Dan also struggling at 71,000 through 39. Ian Cage just chugging along. A little bit behind maybe his usual pace, but he might be able to pick it up in these next 23 lines before we hit the halfway mark on level 18. He's at 190, Burb.
Yeah, he's just doing his thing. You know, he's running into a little bit of complications right now, but for the most part, he's just been doing his thing, handling his business. You know, but it's kind of the point, King, you know, as I was going to mention earlier, but, you know, this might be kind of the point where Mice and 20 Dan almost have to kind of start working together in a sense, you know, just do what they can to, regardless of which of them ends up winning, just make sure Ian Keith does not win, because a win from Ian Keith would really, normally, right, when we would do the 7-point matches, he would end up being the winner. He'd be on game point right now, but in this Iron Man format, it really would just serve to put Ian Keith with a massive lead here.
That's kind of, yeah, I agree, Burb. That's the strat he has to take, because you cannot rely on just thinking, oh, I'll get the 7, I'm coasting after that, because the tide can turn. Maybe he gets some early top outs, or these guys start to overtake in the games. There's 31 minutes left. We're almost at the halfway marker of this one. So 7 points isn't going to be enough. You're going to need more than that. Someone's going to need to get double digits to claim both belts tonight.
Yeah, without question. And, you know, it's big enough which, I mean, Maestro has started closing this gap. You know, Ian Keith's dig actually has turned out, while we were talking about that, it's turned out to be a bit more prolonged than I certainly expected. And, you know, Mike's right there with him. 266, 268 for Ian Keith. Dan still hanging back at 205.
What's been interesting, Burb, is that I've been watching Mice, and he is just going with whatever he feels like. He is not going with a set strat, or maybe sticking to right well, or just trying to fix his board. He is going wherever he pleases. He's been setting up a lot of interesting delayed burns, crazy adjustments going back and forth. I mean, this is crazy to watch. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's almost like we're watching Quaid or something out here. You know, just literally just letting the well form wherever it feels it wants to. That's what I feel like I'm watching here, man. It's a treat.
All right, double for Ian, leads into the long ball for the score. 344 for him, 342 from Ice, and 297 for Dan. Dan not out of it yet, starting to make the comeback. We can see a very spicy game number 4 right now. Players getting set over the 100 line mark, excuse me. The Joey Parker turn, as we called it.
Yeah, those transitions looming here, and it is just so neck and neck and neck here. They literally a Tetris between all three of these guys.
And even less than that now. 376 to 372 to 366. Oh my word, this game has gotten really tight, Burb. And in fact, I think we could probably bring this out. We've got a neck alert here for a triple threat Iron Man match, man. Look at them go. It is tight as hell. An important game number 4. Ian Keith looking to start pulling away before even getting close to the time running out. We are past the halfway marker of this one. Mice and Dan looking to do their best to try to take away some of those points.
Yeah, to win for Mice in particular right now would be huge. As he transitions 467.
And honestly, Burb, if you're Mice, you're going to have to team up with a dirty tapper. We've talked about this many times. You talk about it every time on the Monday Night Show when you're doing triple threats. It's a team up now. Mice and Dan, they got to rely on each other to stay alive and surpass Ian Keith. You don't want them to pick up 1 or even 2 points, because then that really puts you in dire straits here in the second half.
Yeah, that'd be a really tough spot for either of them to be in, you know. Yeah, Ian Keith at 7 points would be so rough for the other players, and perhaps for the entertainment value too, for the suspense, right? But, you know, that I will leave to the audience to decide. But in the meantime, we have transitioned here. They are rocking and rolling here.
Ian at 516, Mice at 512, Dan at 505. Anybody's ball game. We're on the green level to 21. This is friggin' exciting. Burb. I think the crowd is chanting something. They say this match, without question, is friggin' awesome.
Without question.
And just like that, Dan is topped out at 515. Could not tap over the long bar to the left. and Mice and Ian have surpassed him. So again, Dan gonna fall. No points here. We'll see what Mice can do. It's Dassers going at it right now, Burb.
Yeah, and this is definitely a big game now for Mice. You know, realized he couldn't rely on his tapping frenemy, so now has to handle this on his own. He's like, all right, fine, I'll do it myself. He's at 595, gotta slam a Tetris, go to 625 and take the lead over Ian Keith at 624.
The Maestro has awoken. The Das Evolution is alive. He's looking to kick Ian Keith. Ian, a tough board right now. He can still dash charge over, but there's a misdrop of a Z-piece, Burb, and a hang-a-rang of another one.
Oh, I don't know if there's anything he could do. Oh, that's gonna be it. And 638 he is finished, King. Oh my God. And at 705, it is the Das Evolution and the current Upstarts champ getting his first win of the series.
Tremendous. He has awoken at the right moment. The second half of this one is underway. Mice gets it done. He'll be on the board. 2 more points for him. Let's get the score updates. The center blue gets 2. He'll go to 3. He ties. 20 down. The red side gets another point. Ian Keith now goes to 6. Leading the charge. And Dan unfortunately gets 0. So he and Mice are now tied. Burb, this just got interesting.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt, man.
All right, 25 minutes left to go. Dan making a very good point. It's a timed match, so Mullins maybe not encouraged, but who knows?
Could be a strategy too, you know. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Ian's not gonna mind, right? He's like, take all the time you want. I'm in the lead, bro. They're ready to go. Let's move along. Burb counting down. It's game number 5.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Master Ribero's telling you. Wasting time benefits Ian. 25 minutes left to go. So Burb, if standard Tetris matches, we go to level 29. They're about 8 to 10 minutes according to the Scout video that just came out recently. Excellent video, by the way, for a game Scout capturing his remembrance of the CTWC 2022 event. Yeah, so it's about 8 to 10 minutes on a level 18 start, right, Burb? So we're looking at 3 games probably left to go.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, like 2-3 games, you know, probably more like 3, you know, with the game's not really going too far past 29 in a set like this, you know, a couple dassers and then a tapper who can sometimes hit like level 30, but you know, nothing really too crazy beyond that. So yeah, that's gonna kind of really make things interesting, as you know, Ian's kind of hanging on to a lead right now. And I mean, we're still in a situation, King, where you know, Mice and Dan are gonna want to team up, try and prevent Ian from starting to pull away, as again we just got maybe a couple games left here.
Flat forward for Ian. Mice keeping a little bit of a slope to get that lone bar in for the score. And Dan looking to fix up that left side. Players have things under control. 102 for Ian, 107 for Mice, and 97 for Dan. Here in the first bit of the level 18.
Yeah, I like some of the adjustments I just saw from Maestro there. I watched him make a adjustment with a T to accommodate a Z piece. Kind of like BSZ Corian thing, except with a T instead. I like what I saw there. It was like the split second choice.
Would you start calling it the Maestro adjustment?
I don't know if I go that far. I'm sure. Perhaps.
I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would like it, right? He would probably love it. Want to shout out some great people that are in the chat here. We got Vamps, of course, Classic Vamche. We'll see him later tonight. He'll be getting his match in about an hour. We're way behind schedule, but that's okay. I trust they'll catch us up on time. Grandmaster Ribeiro has mentioned us here. We've got Summer B, Access Denied, Cat Kit, all the legends, Varchild in the house. So many of you are here to watch this epic show. Rivals, number 4, the 4th incarnation, the super show that started it all. Can you imagine, Burr, back in 2020? I did the very first one, and here we are, number 4, where we've got a main event doing something for the first time unique. Wargames with Alex T and Dog. Man, that's tremendous.
It's just insane how much it's grown. You know, I think this will be the best one yet. So far, it's shaping up to me. This match has been outstanding already.
This one has been excellent. Helps that there's a little bit of backstory between these three. Burb, we have mentioned, and for those that joined earlier, got to watch the opening promo from all three of them talking about their history and where they are in their Classic Tetris journeys and where they see themselves moving on. And, you know, Dan had mentioned in the promo, he said, I'm back here fighting for this bronze when I left it before. Like, why am I doing this? Oh, I'll just use it as a stepping stone to cash in and play the Phenoms champion.
Yeah, that's, you know, that wasn't something I thought much about either. I mean, he's like, wait a minute. When he said that, I was like, oh, wow, that means perhaps Toby will be watching this back later, right? Our current Phenoms champ, right? And he even said in his promo, like, you better be watching Toby because this is what you're going to be up against.
And who knows, Bert? Maybe Ian does the same, right? Maybe Ian says, F it, I want to challenge for that silver belt too. I'm going to jump the line, cash in the belt. Because that's the thing we do, right? You can cash in your belt, much like the Money in the Bank match that's coming up next with Super Young Rollers, Cole and Doodle, an epic battle about to take place very shortly. In a little over 21 minutes. We got 21 minutes left to go in this one, Burb. The Iron Man match continues.
Yeah, these three are still holding strong too. Got a virtual tie between Ian, Keith, and Mice at 380. 401 here for 20 Dan. So I think for those two guys on the right, this is certainly a good situation to be in.
I'm going to tuck a J over to the right side. Start fixing up that board and get it touches ready. Long bar is the reward. 448 for him. 406 for Mice in the center. And Ian with the touches to go to 429. But Mice, again, he hit one too. They're basically, it's push down points. 11 push down points separating Ian and Mice at the moment.
Man, that's just a testament to how close in skill all three of these guys are. You know, the fact that literally push down points was separating a moment ago. Yeah, it's crazy. It's always crazy to see close matches like this.
Somewhere in the chat
It's
here.
there from Mice. My God.
No shock there. He's been setting those up all night tonight, including that very strange, unorthodox, like snake fits he was like trying to do in the center. That was really crazy.
Yeah, it's just great. It's probably the most I've seen him set those up. It's honestly, it's cool to see. It's very cool to see.
Yeah, I think that's important as Mice has talked about the DAS playstyle being so important to him, a way of life. It's a philosophy that he has embraced. And look at him go. He is a changed player from where he was a year ago. So strong, and he's been carrying that bronze belt for nearly a year. Won it back at Revolution last year in December, right before the new year. Took it away from Dan. And now he's going to try to take a purple belt away and retain his belt. Become the first ever two-time champ. We're on level 20 for all three players. 562 for Ian. 559 for Mice. And 584 for Dan. Another tight one here, Burb.
Yeah, this one, I'm thinking it's going to come down to the wire. We'll see. I know Mice got a bit of a hole towards the right side. We're going to touch us in. But, man, they are just all playing lights out. They've got their, you know, they've gotten warmed up. Mice has defeated perhaps his illness, and they are all just feeling it.
Major tap there from Dan. He needed that. If he missed it again like the last game, it was curtains for him. He's at 619. Mice at 627. Ian at 604. Anybody's ball game right now. Mice to slam a Tetris to increase the lead. Ian gets a triple to open up. Bang! Tetris in column 9 for Ian Keith. 639 to 657. Dan staying alive as well at 632. The pressure is on. Oh, Burb, this one's setting up to be really spicy.
Yeah, it is really coming down to the wire already. And again, you know, Dan and Mice kind of dependent on each other too. And currently they're the two front runners here. That's exactly what they're looking for at the moment. Try and keep Ian from pulling away.
Level 24 for all three of them. Dan slams the Tetris at 722. He's taken the lead. Mice and Ian are burning away. Ian's got the right side open, but he's not Tetris ready. Now he is with the L placement. He's waiting on some bar help, but it's not coming. Oh, an early shift at that Z piece there, Burb. Trouble in a bottle for Ian. We'll see if he can get out of this. He has been mastering those quick taps lately.
Yeah, and that slowdown, again, that's exactly what his two opponents are looking for right now. Mice just behind him in points at 714, 718 for Ian Keith, 736 for 20 Dan 03. Oh my God, King, it is coming down to the wire here. There it is, the neck alert.
You can't ask for anything more. They keep going, 788 to 720 to 806. Mice in trouble. That left side is really tough, but he gets the L horizontal over. He needs another one here, Burb.
Yeah, he can really use it, but a couple squares instead coming in. Oh, we need a bar.
Oh, the bar comes!
The piece too late!
Too late! He needed it one piece earlier. He would have had a dirty Tetris, and Ian's gonna top out two at 783. He's finished on level 27, and Dan at 880 comes storming right back after what looked like he was gonna be topping out. A long bar quick tap to the left saves the day, keeps him going, and he'll take this one. He says, "Bring it, boys! Bring it on! I'm back!" And he'll take the 2 points. GG's.
Oh my word. What a way to finish that one there. And we got 16 minutes to go, so we got time for like 2 more here.
Ian will get 1 point. He'll go to 7. Dan got the 2. He'll go to 5. And Mice gets nothing. The upstarts champion really is going to have to storm back in potentially these last 2 games. Dan is on the ropes trying to get Ian. We'll see if he can chase him. This game, number 6, is so crucial, Burb.
Yeah, it's a big game for Mice. You know, the upstarts champ, he's in a bit of a tough bind. And, you know, again, he basically has got to win out at this point. And hope that everyone else keeps it balanced, that Ian Keith ends up losing these next couple.
They're ready to go, Burb. It's time to count them down. Game number 6 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. The timer tells you there is time for 2 left. Mice, major trouble now. He must win the next 2. And if he can win these next 2, Burb, and Dan finishes in 2nd, and Ian doesn't get anything, we could have a 3-way tie, and we go to sudden death for all 3 players.
Yeah, that would be a first right there. First in Friendlies history, getting a 3-way tie. Like, we've had our 2-way ties right in the you know, these triple threats, but never a 3-way tie. That would make history.
That's correct. The scoring system in a normal triple threat does not allow for that to happen. But now in this Iron Man match where the most wins is dependent. Because normally Ian Keith would have been crowned the winner. He would have had 7. But that's not the case right now. It's gotta win all your games. Get as many points as you can in an hour limit. We're down to the final 15 minutes. Spicy game number 6 is upon us. And Dan certainly not off to the best of start, but he will tap his way out, and he is clean that quickly. It would have been catastrophic here, Burb, if he had that top out.
Yeah, it would have been a little anticlimactic for sure. Yeah, this is supposed to be like a big climactic game 6, you know. Yeah, an early top, I think, just from a fan's perspective, that would have been a little rough to see.
Unfortunately, those type of things do happen in the world of Classic Tetris, Burb. We are not unfamiliar with those scenarios where hype moments happen and then the next game just a dud occurs, and that's just how this game sometimes goes. The adrenaline rush and just people coming down from a tremendous moment. And certainly you can see Dan try to play with all his heart. He needs something to that left side to throw the T over. Oh, I would have loved an L instead of the J. That would have been so helpful. Dan is so up high here, Burb. And now, of course, he needed J and got the L. It's a beautiful T-spin for him. Oh, man. Oh, Burb, this is so tough for Dan.
Oh, no! That's going to be it, King. Oh, my word.
Dan has topped out 95,000. Ian and Mice have way surpassed him. So Dan going to be shut out Dan telling you how he feels about this game in general. Tough way to go out there, Burb.
Yeah, certainly. That's a tough way to finish. Again, this is a big game, but if you're Mice, I mean, this is huge if you're Mice. Get a big opportunity for him. Because all he's got to do now is overtake Ian Keith, who's got about a half Tetris lead. 281 to 272, King. This is... Man, this could still be anyone's.
Yeah, very, very close game there. You can see the unfortunate frustration there from Dan. He knows he needed that one so bad. Was doing everything he can. He was tapping his heart out. Just couldn't get it done. All right, the Dassers will continue on. Major game now for Mice. He's got to get a win here. And then, realistically, Burp, kind of need Ian Keith to have an early top out. Because with 12 minutes left to go, it's going to be very difficult to try to catch him.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, Ian Keith's showing no signs of that right now. He is just continuing to just send it. Mice gets that long bar piece too late, too. That was really tough. And there we go. Tetris for Mice. We're going to 343. So Ian Keith with about a 2 Tetris lead here.
Clock continues to tick. We're at 11 and a half minutes left to go. We are approaching the 100 line mark in this one. So again, if you're Mice, you're hoping Ian maybe give you an early top out, give you maybe some more time. Maybe you can squeeze an extra game in there. But if you're Ian, he's probably gonna play safe. Knows that he has a very strong foothold in this one points wise. The timer in his favor. And he'll slam a Tetris to go to 474. Another been strong games from Ian all night long. Regardless of the early top outs from Mice and Dan tonight, Ian has not given you any early top out. He has been on the ball all night long here, Burp.
Yeah, and he's just been given some good paces too to go with it. Not even just so much survival, but just being able to have such efficient games all the way through. I mean, we had that was it like a high 900 earlier? It was like game 2. So yeah, he's been absolutely on fire tonight. He's not just breathing fire, he's catching it too.
He has chosen the right time to be a beast. And honestly, in the matches he played with White Monster to win the Twitch TV title, he was on fire too. I was watching that over at Sunny's when they were playing that one, and he was crushing Monster. Even though Monster did have I think 1 or 2 semi-early top outs. There was a game 3 that Ian just crushed it to cement the title win over the Monster. And he's looking to now become the very first player in history in the Friendlies universe to win 2 belts at the same time. 2-belt Ian could be his name by the end of the night.
Yeah, we could see it. Transitions coming up. It's a very crucial one here as Mice will get there at 5:25. Ian Keith will join him at 6:03. My word. It's probably his most efficient one yet.
.09 for Ian. He's going to play it low, play it slow. He knows he's just got to run the timer from 19 to 29, probably about 3.5 to 4 minutes if they play it that way. So he knows he can run that timer out, line out strats. A very smart move for Ian. We'll see if he actually starts to maybe... Yeah, there you go. You see, he went for a triple instead of trying to build up for Tetris. 644 for him. Mice at 544 down 100,000 points. And also a little bit of struggle here.
Yeah, he hit that misjump of that T piece. It was an early dash shift there. And, oh, yeah, now he's in some trouble. Okay, Bell comes in and was able to get it there. And it looks like he'll be able to survive A-OK, but as you said, in the meantime, he is down over 100,000 points. This is going to be tough.
I got to wonder here, Bert, maybe a potential strat could have been to say, Mice is down that much. It's like, you know what? I'm only going to get an extra point if I can beat Ian here. And he's going to go to 8. I go to 5. Still got to try to get 2 more games in with time running out. Maybe you just say, Evan, I'm going to top out, take my 1 point, and see if I could squeeze in 2 more.
Yeah, I mean, with 8 minutes left, that's a tough call, but that could potentially be what he needs to do. We'll see what he decides here as we continue on.
Round level 23, 601 for Ice, 724 for Ian. Less than 8 minutes left to go. Ian playing it pretty safe. He is built up, but there's a Tetris for him. We'll go to 757. 100 and nearly 40,000 point differential.
Yeah, Mice has just not been able to stay in a scoring position here on the 19. Finally has got that right reopen. There we go. Finally a bar for the score. He'll go to 646, but is over 100,000 points behind. So he has got to start sending it.
.804 now for Ian. 652 for Mice. Getting up kind of high.
Oh, man. Almost would have put that bar to that right side there, but...
Oh, my God!
Right spin! Oh, my God!
657 for Mice. He's going to be finished. That's the end. Ian Keys at 841 picks up a big win, and with 7 minutes left to go, Burb, he pretty much just cemented it. He'll go to 9. Mice will get 1. He'll go to 4. Dan sitting at 5. And at this point, you need an Ian Keys miracle.
Yeah, it would take an early top from Ian Keith and then just some collusion from Mice and 20 Dan at this point, I think.
Mice and Dan are ready to go. You need an Ian Keith meltdown right now. And then you got to just overtake him quickly. And then get another one in. We're going to count him down, Burb. This could be the final one. It's game number 7 of the Iron Man match. Count him down.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Ian Keith said in the promo, only he can be the one to hold 2 belts. He's that strong. Flexing. Well, he's backed it up tonight so far, Burb. He is less than 6 minutes away from becoming the first ever Friendlies 2-belt champion.
Yeah, I mean, he's all but got it at this point. Yeah, it's... Honestly, he's been so efficient all night. It's just... Yeah, it's really hard to overcome something like that.
And the truth of the matter is, Burb, no matter any way you want to spin it, Ian has just been solid all night. He has not been giving anybody any freebies. He has, not been topping out at all early. He's been going to transition after transition after transition in every single game. His dash has been on point. I mean, if anything, he has earned the victory.
Yeah, definitely well deserved. I mean, yeah, he had to fight for an hour, man. He had to sit here for the last 56 minutes, right? And hold on, he's in a little bit of trouble here. I'm sure he can get out of this, but that was looking a little dicey for a second. It was looking like maybe we were gonna get the miracle for the other 2 that they needed, but he's gonna get out of it, no problem. And that's just a further testament. Just shrugging it off.
Good old Ian right there. Just let you know. Yeah, no problem, bro. I had that the whole way. Welcome in, Raiders from ooooooooooooh_indie. Thank you so much for joining. We are here on a Tetris Friendlies Super Show. You're watching Rivals number 4, the 4th incarnation. We've been doing it since 2020. The very first ever Super Show in the Friendlies universe. And we're doing it big. This is our first of 4 matches still to come. The roller match is up next. Money in the Bank. Winner will get a Friendlies Heavyweight Championship shot down the road. Cole, Bucket, and Doodle, young players, Burb, that certainly made waves and perhaps one day could be in contention for the World Championship.
Yeah, certainly so. It's going to be a fun one to watch, I think. And as Sonny was saying earlier, I think those 2 are very similar in skill. It's just unbelievable how similar they are. But it's really going to come down, these rollers, it's going to come down to that 29 that we're going to see in a bit here.
We're down to nearly 3 minutes. Ian at 199, Mice at 223, Dan at 172. Ian just got to hold out 3 more minutes.
yeah, a top out for him right now could end up being disastrous. Because, you know, and the thing is, you know, the two players on the right, they essentially would have to agree, like, if they were both ahead of Ian Keith, regardless of who is ahead of the other, they would have to essentially just agree to top out simultaneously, you know, just to make sure that another game can happen.
Yeah. No, basically at this point, Dan would have been the only one to maybe try to tie Ian. Mice mathematically not going to be able to catch, as he would need 5 points to tie Ian. That's why that last game, Mice needed to win that one to stay in contention. But kudos to, first of all, let's give kudos to all these players. Kudos to Mice, battling an illness. Man has not been feeling well all week long, was questioning maybe he was going to be able to make the event, but he knew this one meant a lot. He wanted to play with these guys, wanted to see if he could test his might, and he didn't want to miss it. So kudos to Mice for manning it out, being tough and playing through, and kudos to Dan. Staying up late over there. It's almost, it's 1 a.m. over there in the UK, Burb.
Yeah, it's certainly a late night. He stayed up late. He knows it's great being here. He knows how important it is. So we are down to the last minute and a half. You know, yeah, all three of these guys have fought really hard this evening. And just in general, just throughout this whole ordeal, this whole rivalry between them three is just... The story has been amazing. It's been one of my all-time favorites.
Well, some finality will come of this one. 363 for Mice, 355 for Ian, and 273 for Dan. Dan kind of playing around with a column 8 well. Squares abound for him, but no bars to be found. We are approaching transition. Mice is cruising to go there first. Ian went up on a close second for that. Mice could not quick tap that Z piece all the way to the left side. Now he's needing a long bar, and he will get it, but only burn away a double. 19 is upon him. He's going to have a quick changeover. Board kind of messy, Burb. Oh, what an adjustment for
Oh, I love that. That was a great adjustment. And he might be able to dig out of this. Oh, my goodness.
Maybe if a bar shows up for him. I mean, come on.
Seriously. Oh, come on.
Oh, man. How does he do it? Get those squares all the way over, but that'll do it. Mice is finished at 386. The upstarts champion has fallen. And with the 1 second left, the timer has run out. Although it started again, I don't know why, but...
Whoa, we're going for another hour, guys.
Yeah, we're going for another hour, guys. Yeah, you ready? Just keep going. Hey, Rivals 4's Iron Man match all night long. Let's go. Mice is done at 386. Ian at 458. And Dan at 468. They are going strong. You can see the upstarts champion is looking up to the heavens. Can't believe that he has fallen. His reign as the upstart legend. Honestly, the upstart legend, he'll always be. I mean, he's been probably the greatest upstart. And he throws the belt in the trash there, Burb. Oh, man.
Yeah, no, he's definitely one of the best upstarts champs we've had, if not the best. You know, has been able to hold it for so friggin' long. I think has had the longest reign, right? I think.
Yes, he has. And Dan is going to fall here at 527. Could not get a J over to the left side in column 2. And that'll end his night. 527, 131. Ian, the fire-breathing dragon, has been solid all night, Burb. He has just been untouchable. He will stand up and claim the 2 belts. He'll take a bow for that performance. Burb, your new upstarts champion and still the Twitch TV champion, Ian Keith. The GG's.
Wow, super well deserved, man. He had to fight tooth of the nail for him, but he got it. 10 points. Will be enough.
Let's update that score. 10. Oh, excuse me. Mice finished in third place. He'll stay at 4 on the blue side. On the gold side, Mr. Dan 03 finishing second. He'll go to 6 points, getting that 1 extra. And on the red, as Bird mentioned, we'll go to 10. No, excuse me. Dan actually goes to 7. Make sure I do that correctly, because Ryan Amber will yell at me that I did not put the scores correctly. Dan won that one. He goes to 7. Mike's got nothing. He'll stay at 4. And Ian will go to 10 for getting that 1. And there it is. There is the final tally. The first ever Friendlies champion to win 2 belts. We're going to go over to the winner's scene and congratulate him. And there he is, Burb. It all in that 160p glory of him. The strongest biceps in all of Classic Tetris. Blows the smoke in your face. He is 2-belt champion. There it is. He's got the Upstarts belt. And Burb, well, that's not just the only belt he's got. Give him his purple belt. If I can find it. There it is. The first ever Friendlies champion to win 2 belts. Ian Keith. 2-strap Ian. He want to wear it proudly. And he can boast about it when he gets to CTWC. He's going to tell you, I'm a 2-belt champion. King, bring me my belts when you get to Portland, man.
Yeah, he's going to come in wearing, 2 belts around his waist, or maybe one on his shoulder, carrying one on his shoulder. I cannot wait to see how he shows up.
I guess I got to make a run to Target then, huh? Oh, my word. Congratulations to Ian Keith. He's made history tonight. And again, let's give a praise out. Please, fans in the chat, make sure you give your praise to Maestro, playing under the weather. He was not 100%, but he toughed it out. Gave you still a strong performance as the Upstarts champion. Doing an amazing job all year long, representing that bronze belt, reinventing himself yet again. And to 20 Dan 03 staying up late, he did a wonderful job as well under tough conditions, but certainly an amazing tapper. This will not be the end of any of them. They are going to still continue to be great. So there you go, Burb. It was only like 2 hours ago that we were going to attempt to start, and then we got delayed under everything. But we're here now, and we are moving on. It's time for the roller battle between Coal Bucket and Doodle. Man, this is exciting. You've seen these players in action. You get a lot of Coal Bucket on the Monday night show, and we're going to go take a look at that slide once the king can find it. There it is. That's Money in the Bank. Coal Bucket and Doodle. They're going to fight. Best of 5 series. The winner gets that briefcase. Another gimmick match. This is WWE, King. This is TFE, baby. Tetris Friendlies Entertainment. You're going to be entertained. The rollers will do battle one-on-one. And I mentioned the winner will get the briefcase, and that gives them an automatic title shot anytime, anywhere, against whoever the current Friendlies champion is. Currently Dan Vinky. Imagine, Burb. Just imagine if one of them decided to cash in the belt right after Vinky's playing Wargames. 5 a.m. fatigued man, and he's getting challenged by one of these. Oh my god. Crazy to even think about that. Burb was speechless. He didn't even know what to say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that would be... certainly would be a dirty move, but I'd be here for it.
You certainly would.
I'd be here for it.
We're going to be here for them. We're going to get this one going. Folks, stick around. King's going to set up the scene. You're going to enjoy watching these two handsome devils, and then I'll take it away for the rest of the show, the promos, and all that stuff. So stick around. Get an ad break in the middle of it. If you don't have the subscription to this channel, then you can avoid the ads by getting one. Just hit that button. September is over, so you can't get that nice 25% discount, but if you're on desktop right now, it's only $4.99 a month. And why not get it? All the great emotes that CTWC has. It's tremendous, man. Don't you want to see the king vibing with those shades? Don't you want to get yourself some pumpy heart with the hearts blowing out of his eyeballs? Who doesn't want that? And of course, my favorite, the Chris Bidwell. Woo! Even though it looks like he's saying, hell yeah! But whatever. He'll tell you a different story. It's fine. Get them now, because I'm about to hit the ad button. And then King will set it up. And we're back in a couple of minutes for Money in the Bank. Stay tuned. All right, folks, we're ready to go. We're back. It is now time for the Money in the Bank match. On the left, looking sharp and ready to terminate any opponent that's in his way. It is the Coal Bucket. Snubbed off the Kingsman 5 list and turned around and said, you know what, I'm going to show you why you made the biggest mistake of your life. And he has proven it time and again. We'll take on his broski. I might have said how many times? I don't know. I might have said it bro 100 times in a promo, but Doodle in the house. Gonna look to try to prove to everybody that he is better than Coal Bucket in this Rivals match. And this one is for the Money in the Bank match. For those that don't know how that works, Money in the Bank is basically this briefcase. The winner will get a shot at the Friendlies Championship anytime, anywhere that they want. And usually they're cashing at super shows because it's on the biggest stage. And Burp, you've seen these guys time and time again. You were there live to see them at the CT Wars event. What do you got in this one?
Yeah, I was there for the Wars event. You know, it was really close between the two of them. It was pretty much the two of them and then everybody else, right? Like, you know, I was next behind them, but it was kind of by a long shot. So, I mean, it was literally 2 points separating them, and it was Doodle taking it. So, if we're basing it on that, I might have to say Doodle, but I know Cole's been working hard. He's been working really hard as of late, doing a lot of streams, you know, getting ready for the World Championship in general. So, I know he's been getting his reps in for sure. But I'm gonna put my money on Cole. I think he'll be able to bounce back. I would imagine that defeat at Wars may have got to him a little bit.
Well, we'll see if that did. Perhaps I'll let you know in the promo video. Let's go take a look at these two outstanding players. Oh my word, we need that Jake. Yes! Oh man, the Jake got over. And a Lombard here to help. Man, Monster. Tremendous tapping to stay alive. I'm gonna hang the lumbar, and that'll do it. 557 from Monster. Almost got out of it. Tremendous tapping skill, but not enough hurts to get that lumbar lived. And at 557, we're finished. Doodle at 657. Saved the best for last.
Today, I am going to show my worth to the Tetris community by destroying Cold Bucket in this Rivals match. You know, I'm always, around the community, I'm always hearing, Cold Bucket, he's so good. He's got his 1.4 PB, his 29 play, it's so good, man. I don't care at all, because I am going to destroy him no matter what anybody says about his play.
Tremendous game being played by Doodle. Penguin likes this seed. Does a lot of good bar timing. Dirty Tetris for Doodle. Excellent placements. Staying alive. Horizontal L burns.
Because you don't actually know my full potential. You don't know my full power. I've shown you only a fraction of my power. And in this match, you're all going to see what I'm capable of. And you're not going to be talking so much about Cold Bucket and his prowess anymore. You really aren't.
Doodle will finish this with the win. Because Doodle is the Seth Rollins of this tournament. Oh, stay put there. Got the hair, I guess, for it, right? Right, he's gonna start laughing like that.
And honestly, you don't have to take my word for it, do you? You look back in late September, less than a month ago, the Cleveland event for Classic Tetris Wars. The top two of that event had second place as Cold Bucket. And you already know who got first.
And at the end of 8 games, congratulations to your first place champion for Classic Tetris Wars live at the Cleveland Gaming Classic at the IX Center. Give it up for Doodle!
And I know, and you all know as well, that I can do it again. And I will do it again. You're all going to see why I am the best up-and-coming player in the Tetris community. You're all going to see.
Bucket is in a world of hurt here. Column 1 is completely cut off. He may be able to get a long bar over that, and he's not going to be able to. 248, he's toasting, and Newsham shots himself after this. This board has broke down, and Cold Bucket is in some trouble. Needs to get at JP's. JP's doesn't come 6-T over. Dylan Armstrong also in a situation. Cold Bucket 154 is toast. Look down, the hanger-ring T. This could spell curtains if he's not careful. Oh, what a funky J to do it. Congratulations. Doodle, you got it done. And the scuffed winner scream to your first place champion for Classic Tetris Wars live at the Cleveland Gaming Classic at the IX Center. Give it up for Doodle.
Man, this Cold Bucket guy sucks, dude.
Even though you've beaten me many times, this time it will be different. time to settle this. Which of us is more than the other? It's go time, baby.
Well, that was one of the promos of all time there, Burb, if I do say so myself. What a rivalry that these two have amongst each other. Somewhat best friends, Beepo Monkers, and of course ClassicTetris players using the rolling technique. This one should be a good one, without question.
Yeah, no doubt. Those were, yeah, as you said, some of the promos of all time.
Yep.
Gotta love the cameos from Tetris and Stoichel and Colin, right? Who is self-proclaimed. Whoa, dude, the guy at the barbershop I can sing. Like, you know, same shameless self-plug there. Love it.
You're such a good man, sir. I would never plug those guys. But what I'll plug is their achievements. Here we go on the left-hand side. Cole, playstyle listed in the bot as hybrid, but his maining role, to be honest, has a PB of 1.449 million score, has a 14-20 record in friendlies, and that's mainly due to his early journey. As many new ClassicTetris players, when they come into friendlies, they don't really start out too well. They don't have really great records, but he has turned it around much better in the second half of those 34 games, and certainly on the rise as a ClassicTetris superstar. His notable achievement, finished second place in the CTWC Northeast Regional that I was in attendance with Chris Bidwell. We got to call that, and he had an amazing run. He certainly put the boots to some of the great players, and I mean, if it wasn't for the four horsemen of the CTWC, then Cole Bucket, I think, probably could have come out the winner of that whole event, but nonetheless. And he reps the Beepo Monk faction, Burb. On the right, his ClassicTetris brother. It is Doodle, boasting the playstyle of roll. No hybrid there. 1.378 BB, so you can see they're within striking distance of each other. Has a better record, 23-14, as he has made the most of the rolling quickly and gotten higher on that win total. His notable achievement is he's a Champion Summit finalist in CTL, Burb. He almost won it all, but got derailed by the Trisky train. And he also is a member of that lovely faction known as Beepo Monk. All right. So here they are. They're going to play for that briefcase in the middle, Burb. It is the Money in the Bank. And again, for those that have not been paying attention, well, pretty simple. They are going to play for that briefcase. The winner will become the technically #1 contender to the Friendlies Championship. But the difference is they don't have to wait for a super show. They could do it on a Monday Night Mayhem. They could do it on a Friday Night Fight. They could even do it on Sonny's Cursed Wednesdays, Euro Friendlies, if they wanted to. Anytime, anywhere, the winner of the briefcase can challenge the champion. Crazy to even think about that one of these two could be a Friendlies heavyweight champion.
Yeah, it really is crazy to think about. And, you know, just thinking about the possibility of that match happening on friggin' Sonny's Curse show, I think that would be amazing.
I most certainly do.
For all the wrong reasons.
Yep, for all the wrong reasons. Correct, yes. So, what I also like to make a note here, Burb, is that you'll notice on the bottom right of the screen there, got a little link for you, the fans, if you're watching right now live on Twitch. Want to help that man on the right. He's a young man that he wants to go to CTWC, Burb. He actually had his tickets and everything booked to go. But then due to some financial plight that needed to be taken care of first and foremost, he had to return the ticket. So now his chance at going to the World Championships is in jeopardy. So we want to help him out. This kind of happened a little bit late in the game when we had that fundraising support stream. So he kind of missed out on that. And he's only got a week left to go. We want to help him out. We really want to help him out. So if any of you can try to contribute directly to Doodle, and thank you, Pumpy, for pinging that. You can tip him directly at streamelements.com/doodle89/tip. He's looking for $400 to cover the cost of the flight. He's already paid, technically, for a few other things, but he just needs the assistance now. So, any money that you all can contribute, whether it's $1, $5, whatever, will be more than graciously accepted. We want to try to help this young man go out there. He's already know Cole is going to be out there. His buddy Ryan Ambergy is going to be out there. Beepo Monk is going to be there, Burb, live in person. So I want to try to get him, one of the members of the Beepo Monk. The president of Beepo Monk is here, Pumpy. Pin that. So whatever you can do, folks. And I was told this earlier today. This is coming from Cole Bucket. Cole said he will match any contribution sent to Doodle's way tonight up to $100. So anybody out there that contributes, Cole will match it up to $100. So help him out. If we can get to 100, Cole will throw in 100. That's halfway for Doodle. So let's help the man out. Come on.
Yeah, certainly would love to see Doodle out of the World Championship. I think he's got a good shot at making the bracket, having a good run. I definitely would love to see it happen.
And imagine that the young man that would like to go to CTWC is only going to show hands instead of his face. So it's amazing. Oh,
right, he'll show it in the promo, but yeah, the match itself not important enough.
No, but yeah, it's not important. No, bro, I don't want to show you I didn't comb my hair yet, bro. Oh my god. Well, anyway, if you can help the hands get to CTWC, then let's do it. Help that man out. But in the meantime, we're going to help ourselves to the briefcase match. Let's go, players. We are now behind schedule, but actually kind of helps the main event because they needed some time to get ready.
Well, except for Dan, but you know.
Well, he knew what he was getting himself into, so too bad. All right, players, so get your final warm-up in, and if we're playing the same piece set, please let me know so we can orchestrate that among yourselves, and let's do this game. Should be a good one here, Burb. It should be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, without question. Looks like you are going to get SPS, as Cole said, SPS or die. So there you go.
Well, then I guess the answer was okay, because Doodle doesn't want to perish. So let's give them the SPS code. Players, you can go ahead. It is 8891F. 8891F. And oh my word, don't tell me Summer B, did you do something? Oh my word. Oh my word. Doodle, you may want to check. You may want to check something. Summer kind of coming in hot, telling us that you're halfway through that goal. Oh my word. Doodle, go and check your tips there. What a nice way to get that going, to start the match for Doodle. What a way to help Summer B, whatever you contributed. Thank you so much yet again. You are a sweetheart. You are so valued. Not just because you contribute, but because of your generosity and your fandom. That is the most important thing. Your fandom of love of this community. You've said many times before, you're in 100 Discords. Summer B's in 100 Discords and would love to be in more, but that's a limit. You can only be in, you don't have Nitro, I think, or something like that. But nonetheless, thank you so much, Summer B.
Nitro restriction.
You are a goat. So thank you so much for whatever you contributed to Doodle. Make sure you thank Summer B without question. And I'm sure Cole will contribute. Alright, as Doodle's finishing checking that up, we can get this one officially started. It's Cole's cam a little bit. And of course, Doodle can't find it, but that's okay. That's fine. We know Summer B gave you a fantastic donation, so thank you so much, and Cole will add to that once this is done, so you'll go check it out later. It's fine. Alright, the seed should be entered, players. Again, 8891F. When you are ready, give me that wonderful stuff. Give me the countdowns and all that good stuff. I need a ready from both players. Let's get some good Tetris indeed. Summer B is all she's asking. Burp, count 'em down. We got game number 1 of the Money in the Bank.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
So what a nice way to kick that off there, Burp. We got a nice contribution from Summer B, whatever contribution, because I don't have access to see that. So thank you so much. I'm sure Doodle will appreciate it. Say thank you. I'm sure he'll probably give a proper thank you once the match is over. Now he's got to concentrate, Burp. Got all flustered with a nice contribution, and now he's got to concentrate to see if he can get the big win over rival Cole Bucket. He's said he's dominant. Cole, as mentioned in the promo, not getting the wins when it counts against Doodle. Well, now's the opportunity in front of the world.
Yeah, Cole's got them shades on too. He is pulling a trick out of Noel's playbook. We'll see how much that helps him out there. You know, but yeah, certainly a big chance for him to win, you know, quote, when it matters.
Apologies if there was any frames dropping there. Internet hiccup going on. Nothing too crazy. We are fine. 79,000 for Doodle, 76,000 for Cole. Early days in this one. Neither taking advantage so far in this same piece sequence that is going on.
Yeah, ooh, but hold on. Doodle, though. Go with... Okay, square to come in. Could be perfect. Get that reopened again. But,
yep.
Yeah, you can see... This scene is getting a little rough already, though. No bars in sight.
Oh, there's the... Wow, double bars there!
Oh
a split God. Triple for Cole. Crazy, but he needs more help. That left side is so tough right now, Burp.
Yeah, but he got the J over. He's still just hanging on for dear life. Oh no, 93k, that'll be it. And like our good friend Martz would tell you, warm-up is done.
Warm-up is certainly done, and in fact, Martz would probably tell you something else. We usually don't play these on the super shows, but a 93,000 point top out in game number 1 is going to lead to one of these. Sorry, Cole. Oh no, I'm going to let it go, man. It's going to come out. Oh no, Kingsman. Oh no, Kingsman indeed. 205 for Doodle. More than enough at this point, as the struggle was real for that last one. So we have a crown on Doodle's side already up 1-0.
Yeah, maybe he's just trying to get us back on schedule.
Yeah, perhaps. All right, seed was 88. Please increment to 99. We'll increment the first two numbers. So we're at 88. We'll go to 99. Looks like on seat number 88, the DeLorean ran out of gas for Cole on that one.
Ran out of plutonium.
All right, Cole Bucket said he's going to make up for that. Yeah, they want a good game. Come on, Sonny. Sonny, excuse me. Summer B contributing a nice amount for Doodle, so now you got to put on a show. You got to earn that money. Come on. And of course, Doodle, what a shock. Linked the wrong PayPal account to his stream element, so. Hopefully. This guy. Hopefully, he'll get the money. No.
Hopefully, it's an account that somebody knows.
No, for Christ's sake.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Kids, man.
Yeah, kids, man. Alright, Cole Bucket is ready to go. Doodle, once you are ready, we can move it along. Oh, for Christ's sake. I wonder if there really is a doodle89.com somewhere out there. He fixed it. Well, do I need to change something here? I'm assuming, or is that link okay there, I guess?
Whole talking some trash too, like, come on, man.
Yeah, I know. What are you doing? You can read.
Like, what are you doing?
Well, what we're doing is we're gonna play. All right, I'm good. The link is okay then. That's fine. Let's go. Burp, count down for game number 2.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Unfortunate game number 1 there, Burb. A top out that we hate to see when it comes to players of this caliber, but hopefully getting it out of their system. We know Cole is making his way to the CTWC. He'll be there a week from tonight, trying to qualify for the gold bracket. And his friend Doodle here on the right, looking to try to make it out there too. And thanks to contribution by Summer B, might be getting a little closer to making that wish come true.
Yeah, and hopefully it does for him. You know, I mean, last year, as many of you know, was my first time at CTWC. You know, and it was one of the best weekends of my life by far. Definitely, you know, that's why I really push for people who try to help contribute to these things, because it's definitely worth every penny. You know, it's a once in a lifetime experience.
76,000 for Doodle, 72,000 for the Coal Bucket.
Yeah, Cole dealing with some early burning here. Got a bit of a hole towards that right side he's dealing with, but it's like, yeah, that J gonna be a little problematic. Just gonna slow him down from getting out a little bit. That's gonna allow Doodle to, oh, actually, hold on. I was gonna say that would allow Doodle to open up a bit of a lead, but that long bar made things a little complicated there.
Doodle now trying to fix the stack here. Certainly board parity, not the best, but he has got a Tetris out of it. No problem there. 148 for the Doodle, 126 for Cole Bucket. Cole going back to a nice stack, building out that left side. And as mentioned here, Burb, that Cole was very close to making the King's Pay 5 list. I really wanted to put him on there, but it was such a tough decision between him and the Cobra, right? Because I felt like Cobra was on the up and up, a little bit more consistent than Cole. Cole had those early top outs. It was kind of, I've said it many times over, and given those that watch the broadcast more than once a week, you've heard me say plenty of times that Cole reminded me of the early stages of Tetris time, where it's just aggression, just Tetris after Tetris. Forget burning. Who burns, right, Burb? Who burns in this game? That's basically the mindset of Cole Bucket in that moment. He was about 880k when I had made the decision to go with Cobra, who was nearing the max out. I felt Cobra was a bit more of a safer pick, and felt he had the better potential to do great things, which he has, of course. So there's no slight on Cobra, but Cole Bucket has exploded. Wouldn't you say that, Burb?
Oh, without question. I mean, yeah, and you know, he's really, you talked about the aggression, you know, he was kind of a TT sort of player, but, you know, he's really managed to tone that aggression down a bit this year. I think, you know, perhaps hearing that criticism, right, was like, oh, maybe I need to adjust a bit. And I think he certainly has. He's taken some good burns here just to try and stay alive at the moment, you know, just doing everything he can. But I think that has really helped his game a lot, just being able to dial that in. I mean, it shows, right? He's got posting a 1.4 nowadays. You know, crazy to see.
Much like it was crazy to see that survival by Doodle at the top while Burb was giving his diatribe. Doodle looking for some assistance. He's going to hang the T-piece. He needed a D to come over. It doesn't burn, and that'll do it. 307 for him. He's finished. Cole Bucket, you need 308. 308. Cole will open up the right side, but no bars in this sequence, Burb. This has been some really rough seeds.
Yeah, it's been a tough start. Okay, gets the bar over. Oh my god. And another one, and that'll do it. And just like that, Doodle has given the gift right back. It's not Christmas yet, guys.
No. Gifts being exchanged easily. So, kind of a bad game number 1 for Cole. That one, not a great game number 2 for Doodle, which means we can go right to this sound.
No!
And Vince renewing his subscription to this channel. It's wonderful to hear that, sir.
Hey, he's got to support himself, you know?
All right, so players, we are going to go to the next seed. That was at 9-9. We're going to go to AA. AA like the battery. And Summer B just said, enjoy CTWC. I saw Doodle like jumping up and down like crazy. So something amazing.
I saw it
just
was
happened.
$300.
No, what was that?
The donation was $300.
Whoa, get out of here! 300 smackaroos. Summerby. Wow. Tremendous. How could you do that? Now another People Monker is going to be in my face at CTWC. Congratulations, Doodle, because Cole will match up to $100. So the 300 from Summerby and the 100 from Cole equal $400. Summerby, you are a treasure. Doodle, you better absolutely shine at CTWC for that. Wow, Summerby, tremendous yet again. Thank you so much for helping.
Yeah, what an actual legend for doing that.
Unbelievable. No, not for nothing, Burb. That kind of tears me up a little bit to see great things like that. Great contributors like Summer B, and obviously we've mentioned so many others. And Scott Gray was a major goat to help fund, nearly 8 people to CTWC for this year, and Summer B, along with a whole host of others like Cat Kit in the chat today. They did a great job at the Friendly support stream and continue to do that today. So thank you so much. All right, so players again.
Yeah,
Double A.
Those guys are all awesome.
Double A is the seed. We want to continue on. We got Vince and Burrito Dad waiting in the wings, and then the main event coming up after. So let's get ready. Burb, count them down. They're on seed Double A.
Here we go. Double A batteries coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
All right, so now that pressure is over, this game is evened up. It's a best of 5. Now turns to a best of 3. So first to get the next 2 wins will win the briefcase. So put on a show, boys. Let's go. So, Burb, now that Doodle is going to make his way to CTWC, which is a fantastic thing. Again, thank you so much to contributors Summer B and Cole now will assist in that. What do you expect Doodle to do? I mean, we obviously unfortunate early top out there, but not truly indicative of his gameplay. As mentioned, he has really done well in CTL recently. Has been to the Champions Summit final, almost won that one. And now it's actually he won Division 3 this past season, Season 22. He's going to Division 2 along with Cole. So this could be another battle that we see up there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't doubt that either of these two players would end up in the gold bracket. I mean, if they're playing for Money in the Bank, right, that should be an indication, right? Oh, Cole, hold on.
Oh!
What a tuck. Oh my god, hold on. I'm going to finish the thought in a minute about Doodle, about what I expect him to do. But right now, King, this is another dire situation here, man.
Oh. How is Cole doing this, first of all? This is nuts. He's had some slippery moments. The pieces are not coming to assist him. What a burn. He needs something to help. And you can see his face like, no, no, no! Another early top out here, Burb.
Oh my god, what is happening? What is happening here, man?
Doodle, 121. That's good enough. You have earned game number 3. The speed run is real. And even though I said, yeah, Vince and Burrito Dad are waiting, you don't have to go that fast, boys. We're already on game number 4, Burb.
Guys, I was kidding.
Yeah, Vince thought he had time to get ready. Sheesh.
Thought he had time for a little burrito break.
Bidwell in the house. Tournament director. Dream match going on right now without question. Well, the tournament director dream match is coming up next because Vince and Burrito Dad, that there might be some mess happening over there. But I didn't expect this one to get messy. I was expecting some crazy transitions, 29 battle. We haven't got any of that. Hopefully the next seed will be better. Double B's here. Burb, double B's. And Doodle said he started on double B game on accident and saw first 2 pieces. That's fine. Double B, you saw the first 2 pieces. I think you're okay.
Wait, were they trash?
Was it an SZ opener? Was it an SC opener? Cole wants to know he might have reset the seed. Alright, let me double check what the correct seed should be. Cole is on BB91F. Doodle 90. Excuse me. Let me say BB91F will be the seed. BB91F. Thank you, Cole, for typing that in. Cole, gonna fix the camera. Thank you, so I don't have to do any of that work. So again, the BB91F is the seed. 901F, Doodle. 1F. You can do it. I believe in you.
Almost there.
There you go. Even Burb is
Hey.
watching. Burb was confirming that it was correct. All right, Burb, go ahead. Game number 4. The speed run continues.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and Tetris.
And people noticing that looks like there's a shirt change here for Cole. He's got the WPL t-shirt on now.
Yeah, can't tell from which year, though. Not that it matters. Design's been the same pretty much all 3 years, but it's a good design. It's a good design.
No, it's not. I know it's not from 2020. 2021, excuse me. 'Cause I don't recall seeing Cole Bucket there.
Well, yeah, certainly not that year. But also notice he's got the shades removed, so perhaps the shade strat was not working out so well as it tends to for Noel. Or perhaps not for Cole. Perhaps it was impeding his vision a little bit.
Yeah, perhaps. Or, player that we're going to see shortly. We are getting close to the main event here. Burb Wargames is upon us. It's going to happen very, very soon. And there's a player that does wear shades famously and knows how to play at the highest of levels. Tommy NTG. Ooh, Cole. Cole hangarang of a long bar when he was trying to send it over. Or maybe it was an Aki bar. I don't know. But it looked like it was a hangarang to me.
Yeah, it definitely didn't look intentional. I saw him shake his head quite a bit there. But looks like he's gonna be okay. That LB's gonna come in clutch there. As is Martz with 5 tier 1 subs. Oh my god.
Thank you, Marty, for that. And apologies, a little bit of a frame buffering going on. Apologies about that. Internet being a little rough tonight, of course, of all nights. But again, yeah, thank you, Martz. 5 gift subs to the community. Mac Marvel, Killamzo 804, Kara Ness, Catget 91, and Golden Ogre Games. Enjoy your gift subs courtesy of Marty. Miss your Kingsman. Even though I'm not playing, I have to have some kind of presence tonight. And Miss your Bub. Good to see you, man. I'm going to see you next weekend. And we can have a good chit chat about who you're going to book me on Monday night.
Yeah, probably gonna be Kardec. Like, I wouldn't want to play Kardec again.
It's been a while. I haven't seen that one in like a week.
Yeah.
Alright, we got a decent game going on from Doodle. 282 at 59 lines. Actually, a pretty good game. And 172 for Cole. Looks like he's finally starting to get through the mishaps of the first couple of games that he's endured.
Yeah, it seems to be finally getting into a groove here. Again, these last few have just been rough on both of these two. It's just been a gift exchange, right? Which, as I reminded the players, it is not Christmas yet. Not for a little while. It's not even Tetris Christmas until next week. So, just give it a bit. It seems like they are taking heed to my message.
Which would be nice, yeah. Alright, Cole with a sigh of relief. Kind of just getting himself set up. 287 through 76 lines. Doodle at 310 through 70 lines. He is now in a world of mess here, Burb. I don't know if Doodle can get out of this.
Oh, man. As soon as... It's like I jinxed it, man. 311. The final score. He had such a good solve going, too, and it just did not work out.
Alright, so... Another early top out Corian thing from Cole Bucket. Gets a Tetris, and that's good enough. Burb, unfortunately, Game 4 is no more. Cole is laughing it up. He can't believe this train wreck that is happening before our very eyes. But the one thing that you could say, Burb, is that since we're going to a game number 4, it'll take us to a decider. which means these guys are going to now take it all the way to kills.
Yep. Yeah, they're going to take it all the way to 39. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, all right. There you go. Yeah, Keith saying it best. This is one of the matches I have ever had to watch.
Yeah. Well, I guess we had to take it down a notch after that exciting Iron Man match that really had us going nuts. You got to get the popcorn match, and I thought the next one was going to be it, but this one certainly is taking the cake.
Yeah, there you go. Tetris. You see, yeah, CC for Kaka.
Yeah, CC for Kaka, indeed. Well, at least Summer B has the spirits up for this one. Plenty of D-Sider emotes going on. So if you got any of those, you got CTWC emotes, just throw them in the chat because we're here. Game number 5, it's already upon us. Seed is double C for Kaka, indeed. 200 CCs. Let's go, amp it up. Players, when you are ready, let's do it. Vince, Burrito Dad, get your final warm-ups in because we're going to go straight into your match next. Man, oh man. It certainly is one of the matches of all time.
Yeah, without question. Tempa's like, oh no, I missed this. We just started.
Literally. Burb, count them down. Game number 5, fantastic finale.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, let's do this thing. Man, oh man. Sheesh. Well, I guess when we get to Burrito Dad and Vince, they might just steal the show at this point. I can't believe this one is. Oh my! I have no words, bro. I have no words for this match.
Yeah, I mean, I expected maybe like the first one, but 4 early top outs. Like, what is happening here? This. Well, guys, I was joking about getting us on schedule.
In all honesty, Burb, this is actually a good practice for both. Now that Doodle confirmed going to CTWC again, thank you to Summer B and Cole for the contributions that'll allow him to make it there. That's tremendous. He'll be able to do his best in the World Champ. I'm sure he'll probably put on a better performance there. This is kind of telling for them where they're on a big stage. Doodle mentioned that we're here at the biggest Friendlies event going on right now. Rivals 4 main events happening really soon with superstars that they're going to meet live and in person, and this is kind of a good warm-up for them to kind of get those nerves out of the way. Maybe that's what it is, kind of the big game jitters.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly saw a bit of that last year at the World Championship too, right? I think a lot of us were expecting, more than just one max out being enough to make the gold bracket, and it ended up being my one max out and, just shy of a 900k kicker. That was enough to get in. I think a lot of people, had some nerves, hadn't really been to a lot of the in-person stuff before, and especially not on such a big stage, right? So I think, yeah, certainly could be playing a factor here as well.
Herb, let's talk about the first time you were at CTWC participating. What was the nerve factor like for you? If you had to put on a scale of 1 to 10 when you sat down for that qualifying hour, or 2-hour block, excuse me.
I was a little bit nervous. It was kind of hard to take in, honestly, because where I was sitting with Barrett was calling next to me. I could see out of the corner of my eye Chris Bidwell standing, doing his qual, doing his thing, his whole shtick, right? And then there was somebody else next to him as well. But right in front of me, there was the Tetris Effect connected stuff going on. It was one of the side things that was happening, and I was honestly got a little bit of sensory overload, just with just everything just in the corner of my eye. And honestly, if I didn't have my headphones in and I wasn't just jamming out, I probably would have been a lot more nervous because there was just so much happening. It was a lot to take in.
Yeah, for a first-time player like yourself going out there, it can be very difficult. So this is kind of, like I mentioned, this match, a little bit more of a prep for them on a big stage with a high viewer count watching along. This certainly is a good way for them to try to shake that out and get prepared for next week, because you only get one shot, bro. There's in the online scene, you're like, okay, well, if I lost today, I'll just play again next month or whatever. World Championship comes once a year, so you only got one shot. You got to make it count the most, and certainly we've seen last year people having rough days and not work out for them, and it worked out for you. And thanks to the Game Scout video that just came out a couple days ago, well, you made history, sir. You made a Game Scout video, huh?
Right? Yeah, I made the video. I mean, didn't get the scout doodle, right? I didn't get that, but you know, that was like the one thing I felt was missing. But other than that, yeah, I was truly proud of myself to have made history there.
Hopefully these guys will look to try to make history someday, and perhaps closer in the Friendlies universe. Finally, a decent game, but we're over 300k. I really saw that once before. 347 for Doodle, 316. Give me hell yeah for the cold bucket. Looking to try to chase. And I've seen these players do very well at various Friendlies events, so I can believe they'll have a good one. I can believe they'll have a good game here to kind of wash away all the bad ones that we just saw.
Yeah, this has got to be the biggest barn burner of the set. Like, I need, you know, we're going to need at least double max, probably more than that. Try and make up for a lot of what we saw in the last few games. I think these guys are up to the task. Because those last few games definitely, as you said, certainly not indicative of their skill.
Tie in the house says, of the 8 games played between the two so far in this match, total combined score 1.765 million Burb. And we know that these guys can pretty much pump a 1.1, 1.2 easily in a game. So kind of indicative of how it's been a rough one so far.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it in person too. You know, we saw it at the Wars event out in Cleveland a couple weeks back. You know, we saw a couple games at least where they were, you know, going deep into kill screen. It pretty much just came down to who could get further, and they were, yeah, it was really, they were putting up some really high scores too to go with that. So.
All right, 533 for Doodle, 461 for the cold bucket. We're approaching transition in this one, Burb. Skim of the J to the right, and the Tetris for Doodle. We'll go to 556. Very strongly. This is indicative of what we've seen from Doodle in previous matches. Now we're finally seeing Summer Bean. There you go. That money you helped contribute isn't going to waste. This is kind of what Doodle can do. We're off to the races. Burb, take it away. 562 for Doodle, 513 for Cole. It's game number 5. Who's going to take the briefcase, buddy?
Yeah, Doodle is going to have to fight his way out of this mess to have a shot at that. Summer's certainly pleased that money's not going to waste. She's just watching and wait and see if Doodle can survive. There we go. Tetris for Doodle. Going to go to 595. And we'll get that hole opened up. And there we go. Now he's nice and clean. He's at 601 on level 21. Cole a few lines behind at 566. Yes, again, that briefcase is on the line. Essentially is a best of one. Right? We don't talk about the last 4 games. Yeah, Heath in the house says, oh, hey, he made it to 19 while I was distracted. He is so proud. All right, our current Twitch TV and Upstars champion, super proud that these two were able to make it happen. And they are rocking and rolling. And I can actually say that about these two because they are actually rolling. 640 to 673. Cole is taking the real-time lead, King.
Real-time lead is very important because of the pace that's going on. Gives the advantage to Cole, even though they're both rollers. At 29 speed can be the difference if they are not prepared. 702 for Cole. Tetris to go to 731. Doodle. A little bit of assistance. That J gonna help. Excuse me, that S gonna help tremendously. Kind of a hang of a S, but that was intentional. There's a Tetris. There you go. That's the reason why that, I believe that J placement was intentional. Look at that delayed burn from Doodle. Now he's starting to show you why. He definitely deserved that money.
Yeah, now he's starting to cook. Oh, but that left side, okay, just whips the J over. You can see that hand just frantically moving. Like, move over. There we go. Bang Tetris. About a 2 Tetris lead for Cole still, but Doodle, just an excellent effort from him to stay alive.
Tetris for Doodle to go to 782. Cole at 832 is now taking a very strong lead. Another Tetris. This is the Cole bucket that had 8 max outs at the Northeast Regional that looked like he was going to be unstoppable until the 4 horsemen of CTWC showed up. Hav, Eric, Blank, and Hydran Dude all threw a monkey wrench in that, but he still made it his way to the final. Almost beat Huff into the cider. And Logan to prove that he can make it pretty far in the World Championship. Could he be the underdog upset story of this one, Burb?
Yeah, I think he could be, but right now, see if Doodle can be the underdog against this board. He is set up so dirty, but it's not gonna get it. As Cole is freaking out because he's got max out. So you could read his lips there. And he's gonna take this one. He'll survive, as you would say. He'll take the game and the match. And the briefcase.
Wonderful job by Cole Bucket. Thumbs up for him. He continues his major story arc. Proving the King, you picked the wrong guy to be on the Fave 5. It should have been me all along. Look at what I can do. Tickling the controller all night long. Laugh it his way to the money in the bank. Congratulations to Cole Bucket, your winner. And will survive game number 5. Take the game of the match. GG's.
Okay, I know this is like a big moment and everything, but whose account is Kaka Kingsman? Oh my god.
I mean, I can give you 3 guesses if you want. All right. I'm gonna go over to a winner scene as soon as I fix that up. And then you can all congratulate your winner, who will get the briefcase. Do I have the briefcase on this? I don't think I have the briefcase on this scene. Where is that? Yeah, imagine I don't have the briefcase on this scene, bro. That's terrible.
Bro, imagine.
That's all right. You can imagine it. Congratulations to Cole. Well, you can imagine that he's sitting there, but he's not. Only getting the chair and a fan that's just whizzing around his room like crazy. But he's your winner. There you are. Now he's going to sit down. He knows what to do. Fixes his hair. Oh, I can't believe it, bro. I can't believe it. I did it. Yes, I did it, guys. Guys, I did it. I'm the best Beatbo Monk player in the world. Yeah, I told you I beat your ass. Hell yeah. Cole, the Terminator Bucket, has finished his bitter rival in this one. He'll earn the briefcase and burb anytime, anywhere. He's going to try to punch his ticket to the Friendlies Championship. I can't wait to see when he'll do the cash-in and play the current champion. GG's. Well, that was one of the sets of all time, Burb. At least Game 5 was decent. Can't complain there, sir.
Yeah, Game 5 was a good one, and we're just gonna not talk about the rest.
Correct. Yeah. So we're just gonna erase it out of the memories, and
yeah, it's non-canon. It's non-canon.
Yeah, we'll just put under the basement battles canon. That's fine. Because no one cares. So, moving on, Burb, it's time. We're gonna go straight into this one. They've been waiting, and we're probably not gonna have to wait too long either. It's the bro battle. Bros are going to go at it. Vince Clemente, one of the founders of the ClassicTetris World Championships, man who's going to get to see his pride and joy in action next week when the World Championships take place. He's going to do battle with a broski of his, one of his favorite streamers, one of his favorite bros in ClassicTetris, the Burrito Dad. They're going to go one-on-one, and Burb, I don't know if you remember, but they played in the Twitch TV title tournament, and they actually had a damn good match. They went to transition all 5 games, if you can believe that.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. Yeah, I did watch that. That was unbelievable to see. And hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get a match like that tonight. We can only hope, right?
Yeah, maybe, man. That would be crazy to even see that. But looking at the time, I might actually hope that they do have Kaka match, but that's okay. Nonetheless, you're going to get yourself a bro battle. Which one will come out on top? Will it be the man pointing his finger at you, Burb? Or will it be the guy giving a thumbs up? We're going to find out after this tremendous highlight reel.
What? One streamer. Oh, jeez. I can't believe it. On a search for victory. Well, wants to take you. Yes, you, chat. On a journey.
19 here for the Burrito Dad. 50,000 for M. Frere. Burrito Dad's gonna hang the T piece and then a Z piece, and pretty much I said, F that. We're done. Oh, Burrito Dad. Oh, Burrito Dad. Oh, Burrito Dad. Oh, let's just go right to it. And there he goes, rotating wackily. Crazy rotations happening. It was, oh, nice spin though, the L. That's very nice. That's it for the Burrito Dad. 82,000 for M. Frere. Oh, Burrito Dad looked like he was trying to set up. Oh, God, no, Burrito Dad. What the F, man? What the hell? What the hell was that? Oh! Mentioned, he knows he has all the time in the world. Just brick by brick, Vince. Just brick by brick, please. Oh no, an early shift. He gets the long bar to the left. He still needs like 30-something thousand points. He's gonna mix up the left! Oh no, Vince! No! Come on! No! Come on! Don't blow it. don't blow it. He's got the right open, and he closed it up with the S, but he's got to reopen again. Oh my word, Vincent! He's oh, there we go. He got it. Got him. Oh, you almost blew it, but he got it. 560, man, oh man, he is primed and ready. He's about to show the world that he could do this. Jeff said, I'm going to give you a chance, kid. Need to get to 573. Will he do it in style? He'll just take the triple because that's the way to go. Vince Clemente has chased down nearly 200,000 points. 580 for Vince. He gets a game off of Jeff. But tap from Ice. Trying to open up column 10, but he's gonna run out of room, I think, and that'll do it. Mice cannot continue. It's finished. Noel's reaction tells you, yowzers. And El Burrito on the board. Nicely done for them. Good game from Burrito Dad. Wow. That was a shocker for a guy that's like going down to TMP bronze. Tough situation. You can see Orlando shaking his head. He doesn't know what to do about that left side. I don't know what he can do either. S can't get over. He does get a kill. He tried to sneak a long bar. And that'll do it. 326 for Orlando. He's already done in game one. Vince, just look at how good Vince has got. He is absolutely smooth. Like the other side of the field. Burrito Dad is all on his own. He's got to try to figure out if he can. He's got Burrito Dad. Is that really you, man? 709 score here on level 23. Holy shit! What's going on? This world is crazy. Burrito Dad, a crazy game going on right now. This is the real Burrito Dad. I don't know. I don't know. That's a real Burrito Dad. Oh, sacre bleu, Kingsman. I blew it. And oh, what a burst by Vince. after he made some nasty Vince drops. What a burn! And that line spin for Vince! Oh, my word! Oh, Vince, you're trolling, Van Dweller. As Money Tree said, it's pretty awesome. I agree. Let's go. Well, there you have it. What a tremendous rivalry between good bros. And hopefully they won't make too much of a mess in this one. Let's take a look at the facts for our players. The beloved CTWC organizer himself, Mr. Vince Clemente, pointing at all of you right now. Boasts a playstyle of Das has a max out as his personal best. Probably has a little bit higher than that, but because he plays on an original cartridge, he won't know. So it just sticks at 999. 999. His current Friendlies record is a paltry 8-10. Started out pretty good, and then he's been kind of caca since. Does have a notable achievement, and that's he's a TNP Gold champion. Imagine Vince winning something. Well, he won TNP Gold to get his way back into CTL, and then he promptly lost the next season to come back down to TNP. He's most known for being a CTWC organizer, one of the founding fathers of the World Championships that will take part next Friday. And his opponent on the right, the funniest man in ClassicTetris, Burrito Dad, and he boasts a playstyle of Das as well. Personal best suits him very well. 994, 118. As wacky as this is, that's a wacky score to have too. His Friendlies record is 3-3, so at least he is 50% wins right there. Notable achievement is that he likes to make emotes. He's an emote maker for CTWC and various other streamers like myself. And he's most known for car crash top outs. Look at that crazy camera. What's going on the Burrito Dad side? How fitting that should be, man. And how fitting it is that the King is actually going to take a break here from commentary, and he's brought a friend in that is coming in to call this one because he couldn't resist making fun of the man on the left. It is Mr. Dr. Mario Organizer himself, my partner in crime for the best of 99, and one of the greatest swell people in retro gaming. It is Chris Bidwell. Chris, look at these two goofballs.
Oh man, how's it going, Burb? How's it going, King? That man on the left looks like he wants to sell you some crypto. Oh man, I'm excited.
Well, don't buy anything from him because that mustache gives it away that you're probably not going to see any money coming back. And then that guy on the right there, like I don't know if I'm tripping out here, Bidwell, or like I don't know what's going on, but look at that shirt.
White Claws tonight, King?
No, that looks like the Burrito Dad screen looks like what I feel like after I've had 20 of them straight.
20. Oh, okay, that's a lot. But you know, most of our players, you know, did the best of 99 previous. I've done some of your other friendlies and some of your other pay-per-views, and you know, the players when they warm up, they'll have, you know, their nice max out score on their core screen there, or they'll warm up with, you know, the secret grade. You know, but Vince had a score of 1 when we brought him on stream earlier, so he's intimidating in the opposite direction. So best of luck to both these two. And I have to shout out to Ian Keith here for the alternative name for this match, the Stash Bash.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, the Stash Bash.
Yeah. Rhyming's good.
All right, well, you guys will take the floor here. King is going to sit this one out. I'll just produce, and you two can take care of the rest. Bidwell, you're coming in hot. Why don't you count our broskies down for game number 1?
All right, let's count these guys down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. There they go. I guess we're not seated, or is this just crazy color oppos? And I guess we're not seated. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, nope. They're just playing on stock cartridge, it looked like. They're playing on the vanilla ROM, which don't see much nowadays.
No, yeah, Vince wants to keep it real with, you know, certain sponsors, and he doesn't want to give the impression that he would have illegal software, so good on him.
Yeah, perhaps not as sleazy as he appeared.
No. But early on, no Tetris Burrito Dad as he covers up his column, his Tetris well on columns 9 and 10. clears that up, scores the first Tetris, cuts the lead down. Hey, look at that score already on Vince. See, he knows what the people want, Burb. Give it to us.
That's right. Yeah, 69,000
Oh,
for Vince. Hey now.
Probably the best moment of the Scout video, or one of the best moments. Lots of good moments was, the cutaway to King and Van Dweller getting a live Hey Now immortalized in a Scout video.
Oh yeah, and honestly, that whole video, we talked about it earlier, of course, but I was very happy to watch that. I was glad to just watch everybody be part of it, all the people that I've come to know and love, from being there myself, right? It got me all sorts of excited. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
And it's kind of become a tradition in the past few years for him to release the video with the next CTWC upcoming. Like his first Tetris how-to video came, was it before 2019? 2018 maybe? I'm getting my teens all mixed up.
I want to say before 2018.
2018, yeah. So, I recognized your video is great, and he was gracious and thanked me, and he hadn't become Scout just yet. And it's become a tradition unlike any other. But another tradition is typical tradition is Vince kind of blows these things, but right now he's got the solid lead, and Burrito Dad has got a lot of trash to clean up. And Vince has played pretty flawlessly, nearing 200,000 at 48 lines. So we'll see how this plays out the rest of the way through. But Burrito Dad is a single line away from cleaning up this mess and maybe even getting a column 8 Tetris here. As soon as I say that, though, put that T on top of that stack on the left, like an Atari guy on a diving board, basically. Gets the double tuck.
Yeah, Chris, the Burrito Dad situations that we were just seeing earlier, certainly a tradition as well, as we saw in the video package there before this match had started. A lot of car crash top outs, enough some that have even broken the king. So.
Yeah. I mean, if we could afford some theme music, we could use some Mick Foley music for all those car crash moments.
Oh yeah.
But I do enjoy the blur cam, but you kind of have to move your head around for us to get that effect fully. So if Burrito Dad wants to kind of throw in some head movement there when he scores a Tetris or gets a break. But I am enjoying he's keeping that column 8 Tetris well open. That's his third or fourth Tetris in that position. You know what? Is he going to keep it there? It looks like he is. A square piece or a square piece going to maintain it. There he goes.
Yeah. Got to give us a little shimmy with every Tetris or something. Just to really, if you really want people to start feeling nauseous, that's how you're going to do it right there.
Yeah, absolutely. But looking here, he's closed the gap a little bit. 262, 217, about a 2 Tetris difference. Heading to the 100 line turn, Vince is getting a little tall here. That might be an interesting solve. He wasn't able to tuck the square, in and back out.
Oh no.
That's a fit up for Vince. 266. But this is not a guarantee for Burrito Dad. A lot of chase down here.
Yeah, there you go. We need 267 here for Burrito Dad, who is in a bit of a bind here. That F-fees.
I like this. Oh, Vince gets the crown. Oh.
There it is, the car crash top out in full effect. And it will be Vince taking game number 1. Oh my god.
Man, that's messier than a year-long legal drama concerning retro game tournaments. But let's get this game 2 started here.
Certainly messy, of course. Thinking of Joseph H. Tobin Jr. with the raid party at 24. Y'all are just in time for the popcorn match here at this Tetris Friendly Super Show. Rivals 4 is what was Ian Keith's nickname for this?
The Stash Bash.
The Stash Bash. There you go.
Is there some trim maybe, or the winner trim, or what? What do we? Well, let's get this round 2 started in 3, 2, 1 Tetris.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, nobody won, but Vince had a higher score.
Yeah,
with topping out at 266. And we have Burrito Mom and Burrito Child walking by. in a
actually,
wavy
Taco
vision.
Mom, as she is known.
Taco Mom, thank you. I Mexican food combinations and family member names. There we go.
Yeah, see, Producer King with the insight right there.
At
Online
least it's
text.
not. Yes, it's not Nacho Kid.
Oh, I like that
That
one
would
better. Yeah, Nacho Kid. I was on mute to the audience. I was kind of playing producer to let you guys know, but I like that. Nacho Kid. Although Burrito Dad, maybe if he heard that, he's like, "Excuse me, what?"
Mari Povich is on
Nacho
there?
Kid.
What?
You are not the father, Bidwell.
You are Nacho. I can't do this. Vince is just too damn handsome tonight. But early on here, 16,000 Burrito Dad looking to get into scoring position and break the ice. And with that square, we'll open up the column. Now let's see if the line piece follows. And Vince well on the way to 100,000. But we have no best of 99 rules. If there's a top out at 7, game's over. We will count that crown. But look at all these Raiders in here. We appreciate you jumping into Classic Tetris as we prepare for the CTWC in Portland, Oregon, 1 week from tonight. Our go-home show, as we call it in the business.
Yeah, it's going to be a very fun time. I am excited to be there again. For my second time. You know, excited to see you again, Chris Bidwell, and of course everybody else. Plan on going out. It's going to be an absolute blast.
This will be my 10-year anniversary to going out to Portland for this. So. I made the bracket in 2013 at number 28. Lost to Rabbi Mihara.
There it is. I was saying, I'm like, I knew you made the bracket once. I don't recall it going super well, but...
No. That was, I got, 400,000. I've been in that same rut for a decade now. But I have that on my resume, and it can never be removed. 200,000 to 130. Burrito Dad down by a couple Tetrises. It looks a lot cleaner this time around than the last game.
Yeah, there were some early complications from Burrito Dad, and actually it's starting to run a little bit of a mess here, but gonna clean it up nicely. That was a nice T-piece. There's long bar for the score, and he will go to 157. So nicely done.
Commentator blessing. So, we always catch grief for whenever we're complimenting somebody's board and then they crash out. This time we complained about their board and it got cleaned up and scored. So, give us some credit.
Yeah, maybe these players are just that cursed that, the inverse of normal things happen, right?
291 for Vince, though. I don't think he's had an issue this whole game. We obviously don't have Tetris rates available, but he's got to be way up there. That's a pretty efficient 314 for a DAS player, especially.
Yeah, oh yeah, through 70 like that. Certainly, that's a solid pace right there, And I remember when I was first going, for my first max out and everything, a couple years back, when I was playing DAS still more regularly, that was kind of what I was going for, 300K around like 75 lines, so for Vince to have surpassed that, certainly it's a pretty good pace.
Tell me about your current Tetris status, Mr. Burb. I know you had some injuries to keep you playing DAS most recently, so how is the wrist and the arm condition going into your hopefully return to the gold bracket?
Yeah, it's been feeling pretty good. After the Midwest Regional, I ended up taking some time off, didn't really play a whole lot for a while, and I came back at the Lone Star Championship. That was kind of around the time I started playing again, and I ended up having a really good run there with rolling. Actually, was eliminated in the losers bracket by none other than Pixelandy. So yeah, I've been feeling pretty good. Yeah, just Pixelandy, no one crazy, but yeah. So yeah, I definitely intend to be rolling again. I've been getting into a good groove, I think. So hopefully, fingers crossed that I'll be back in gold bracket again this year.
Definitely looking forward to Burrito Dad creating. Who does he think he is? One of these Mimi kids? Look at that elaborate setup. Eating 3 different pieces to fill in that tuck. And the gap is still about 3 Tetrises, 441 to 315 as we approach transition.
Yeah, crazy to see. We might see one of those tonight in this one.
I know. We didn't get a single one in our last match, so let's...
Well, we did get one. We got the one.
We got one.
5,
right out of 5.
Yeah.
Something to hang your hat on there.
no doubt. And yeah, but Burrito Dad, though, got to get out of this mess here. He's got a few holes towards the bottom. Shouldn't be too hard to get out of, but you never know.
Vince is gonna cross 500,000 here before transition, and Burrito Dad goes into transition at 351. So he's behind in the score. He's behind in the pace. The board is low, and it's a brand new game at level 19, especially for DAS players. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, let us see how it goes.
And passing up the Tetris, interesting, especially transition.
I think maybe he didn't have DAS or something. I couldn't quite tell, or maybe he didn't think it was gonna burn the way it did.
This
But,
could be interesting.
Actually, he's in trouble here.
Oh no, commentator's curse. Oh no, Vince with a really high transition. And that's going to do it, 521. But Burrito Dad's got quite a bit of a chase down here. He needs a 522. And he's going to have to get at least a couple Tetrises if he wants to catch up.
Yeah,
he's going to build up.
522, the target.
Going to go for take the triple to keep safe. But again, I think gets the nice spin, nice timing there. He's at 430, needs a 522. Got this under control. Nice adjustment there. Ooh, barely. You saw the body language because all the blur vision there.
Yeah. Screen got all sorts of blur as he was whipping that tee over the left side. Oh my god.
Building high in the middle.
Yeah, almost looked like a TGM board there.
This is not a guarantee. Now he has two empty columns and has to cover them both up. Uncovers it. Tetris ready, column 3.
Oh, there it is.
Wow. All right, all right. Now lining out is maybe a possibility at level 24. You could see.
Now it's looking to transfer that well back over to the right side.
You can feel the chaos though in this board. He knows that one misdrop, the game is over. So we're gonna see how aggressive he's gonna play. You have to maintain that concentration for a good 4 or 5 more minutes.
Oh man. Okay, gets the tee over to the left. That was looking really dicey. And honestly, it still is. You kind of saw that last second shift, Chris.
Yeah. Got it over. Okay, I think he's pretty safe. He's Tetris ready. This should do it.
There
Hangs it down. We're 1-1.
There you go. Burrito Dad getting it done. And what was once a best of 5 is still a best of 5. That is now 2 games in, tied up, 1-1.
I don't think this stream is delayed. I'm watching in stream directly from Discord. You know. I just hope both teams have fun, Burb.
I think that's the most we can hope for here with these two guys. And seems like we're getting it so far, as they are all set. Gate number 3, they are hovering 3. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. These guys are getting underway. Tetris Alex T gifting a tier 1 sub here to Classic Tetris to not Zempro. Right, so Zempro did not get it. Not Zempro did.
Got it.
Thanks so much.
I mean, pretty much all of us are not Zempro. That's not a very descriptive name.
I know it. Yeah, so maybe it was me that got it. Maybe it was you that got it. Who knows?
I mean, I'm not Zempro. You're not. You're Burb.
Right.
The Burrito Dad's got the 2 Tetris lead early. Now Vince is struggling a bit.
Yeah, he did have some interesting solves. I kind of saw had made an adjustment because he had a couple of J's coming earlier on that really it put his board at the time in a better spot, but you know the subsequent pieces not so kind for him. But now is going to get reopened here.
They're open for business.
Yeah, there
and
we go.
Vince gets the first one of the game. 76-41 early on. Burrito Dad with the lits.
Yeah, it's Martz's returned the favor to Alex T. Has gifted a sub as well. Martz, you've been so kind all night, my friend. He's got to make his presence known here. Even if
Oh,
he's not.
Burrito Dad gets the
uh-oh.
score, but now he's in some trouble. Vince clearing out the diving board. Let's see how he's going to play this. He's going to play one off the bottom center well to get some points. That's a way to catch up here. Burrito Dad. That's some interesting construction. It looks like a typical hipster area condo with 5 ground floors to avoid zoning regulations.
Yeah, Burrito Dad doing it before it was cool.
Mm-hmm. Put in, like a used record store and a vegan restaurant in the bottom floor, and then have overrated, overpriced apartments up top.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly how you do it.
Gets the column 4 Tetris and maintains that lead, 60,000 point lead, 160 to 101. Bangs on another. And Vince with his boring old traditional board sloping right to left or left to right.
Yeah. Seems to be effective though so far. He's going to slam another Tetris in. We'll go to 125 and another well-timed square coming in to get him set up.
Stash Bash has lived up to the hype.
Yeah, no doubt. They've been bringing it, honestly, more than our last match did, right? We were kind of joking that this would be the popcorn match, but it seemed like the last one turned out to be that way so far. So these two really trying to pick up some of the slack here and get everybody hyped up for the Wargames that are coming up in just a little bit, which I am also super excited to see.
I'm a big Cole fan. Got to see him up in Hartford.
Yeah, no, he had a very phenomenal run there. I had the pleasure of watching that from here. That was awesome to watch. He's been on that rise all year because I got to see him at several regionals this year. Obviously Hartford was not one of them, a little bit far for me, but he was at the Illinois regional along with the Columbus regional, which I had the pleasure of attending both. He had excellent runs there as well, and I was able to just kind of watch him get on that rise, and I feel like it kind of has culminated so far, as you said, at Hartford, but I expect he'll have a pretty good run here at CTWC.
And my streak of meeting players' parents that are closer to my age than the players continues with that. I got to meet Cole's mother. And, yeah. I'm old, Burb.
Yeah, so you did better than Cole's mom in qualifying?
Probably. That's about it. But, 357, 273. So Burrito Dad with the solid lead heading into transition.
Yeah, Burrito Dad really starting to turn things around after a car crash top out we saw in game number 1.
Well, it's his trademark. I mean, in Vince's adult film mustache and the low lights in his abode. And a fancy shirt. I mean, just draw your own plot lines here, folks.
Yeah, right.
And Vince has nowhere to burn. This is probably going to be it for Vince Clemente. He's going to top out. Burrito Dad gets the sauce. Number 2.
Yeah, just like that, we are going to game 4.
And
it is 2-1 for Burrito Dad.
And thanks to my classless commentary, not Zempo, gave us the bits in those funny numbers.
Yeah, that's right. We got the hype trade here now, man. It is.
Go.
It's really getting hype. Everyone's hype. Probably more for the next match than for this, but I'm having a good time with this too. I'm going to pretend that it's for this match. We're going to go from there. We're all set. Count them down, Chris. Game number 4.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Come on, Vince.
Yeah, of course, Chris wants to see the Game 5 decider happen.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, the fans wanting to see that happen as well. They're also getting set for the next match. Of course, the Wargames Team Dog and Team Alex T is coming up next. It should be a good one.
I got my bonus Burb hangout time. I wasn't expecting this, so that's when I'll extend it.
Oh, I know, yeah. It's certainly been a nice surprise for me as well, honestly. I was not expecting that. We ran behind. I'm sure King appreciates the break, right? He can't be screaming everyone's ears off all night.
I mean, a Tetris tournament running behind? What?
True.
Never.
Yeah, that's unheard of.
Oh, burrito! Come on, no, not like this. We wanted to cider, but not like this, burrito. Come on, there we go. Evacuate the Taco Bell canteen.
Car crash. Oh
man. It's getting there,
left
but
side.
it's
Probably.
Got it.
Man, yeah, it would have been worth maybe putting that S piece that he had earlier over to the left, but it's gonna bring this down. There's some good squares.
He keeps covering up that gap, and it's like I'm just fill that in, but he does finally. Man, if this continues, I'm going to opt for burrito bowl instead of a burrito, but waiting for that line, gets it. All right, the door's open, and he's back to somewhat safety. But he's in the lead still, Burb. I was just trying to see if he got out of that, but somehow he maintains the lead. That is car crash Tetris at its finest, my friend.
Yeah, Vince just now taking the lead back. He's at 107. It's been a suffer here from both. He'll add another one, though, go to 129. 100 here for Burrito Dad. Just now getting there. I mean, yeah, it's been a train wreck so far.
This game is freaking hard. You watch the YouTube comments. Oh, it's so easy. No. And I don't think our pro players or even appreciate how difficult this game is for somebody who's never played it. We get regular people who come up to us at regionals, and if they're lucky to get 30,000 points, or they'll start at level 5 or something ridiculous, and it is super hard. And
oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll never forget when I started out, you know. I never thought I'd be on the big stage at CTWC, but I mean, it took years, you know. It took a lot of practice.
Yeah. I don't know if you caught any of the Big 20 speedrun race a couple weeks ago, but one of the challenge. Oh, and Vince is going to top out. Vince. And that's it. That's the match. Man. Burrito takes it.
Man, I don't know that I could have expected that to end any other way. We're on some tangent, and then, you know, like, we can't even talk long enough for Vince to, you know, play correctly. Like, come on, man.
This is fixed. But the Stash Bash is complete. Burrito Dad's facial hair beats Vince Clemente's.
So Vince has to shave his mustache off now, right? We never decided that.
He is the boss, and I mean, I do kind of see that that other famous Vince boss, Vince McMahon mustache. Not quite as thin as Vince McMahon's there, but I guess that's a trend.
True, that is very true.
Very true, Chris, without question. Yeah, GG's to both, and excellent job by both of you. Well done. Game 4 is no more. The Burrito Dad has taken the game of the match. Congratulations to you, and let's hit the bell sound. And we'll go over to a winner scene so we can congratulate that man who just hoped that both teams had fun. I got a feeling both gentlemen had fun, along with you two commentating that, wouldn't you say?
Oh, I know I had a good time.
Bonus time. But Vince just saying if Dad comes to CTWC, he can shave it live, so that might be a...
That'd be worth it.
After party shenanigans.
I mean, you're in hipster capital of the world. There are plenty of stash-related well care products available at certain boutiques, so lots of options there. Shaving, waxing, removing, you know, lots of possibilities.
So it'll be kind of difficult to do that with this funkadelic type of visual I'm getting there. All those Burrito Dads in unison, man. Ooh, look at all those. Like, can't believe it. He's one of your favorite pro streamers because he's a wacky son of a bitch. Congratulations to you, Burrito Dad, for defeating Vince Clemente. You get the best of him. They've been 1-1 lifetime. Now 2-1 in favor of B-Dad. Congratulations. GG's. Alright, the car crash has ended. Get the people out, send them to the hospital, and get them on the mend. Because, gentlemen, it is time. We move on to the main event finally. I've been waiting for a damn year for this to happen. And I had to get the technical equipment to just make it work that way. And I think we're going to see something very, very special. Chris Bidwell, you're a wrestling fan just like me, sir, so you know what this really means. We're bringing Wargames to Classic Tetris.
Wow.
If you can even friggin' believe it. Chris, since you're a wrestling fan just like myself, as I mentioned, why don't you kind of explain in wrestling terms what Wargames is really about, man?
You've probably seen the cage match. That's kind of a wrestling cliche. You see the chain link fence in the background where they'll put a chain link fence cage around a match or around a wrestling ring. But Wargames was special in that there were multiple rings and a cage surrounding all of the rings. So, and then you would have multiple teams, and you'd have a good guy faction and a bad guy faction fighting it out, or whatever contrived MacGuffin prize of Ms. Elizabeth's managerial services, or whatever the condition might have been, and all the teams would have to battle it out at the same time, and then they would have gradually eliminate down the wrestlers until it got down to a final two, and then sometimes it'd be 3 against 1 or 2 against 1, or finally 1 against 1 with the big 2 top names of the company going at the very end. So I'm not sure what King has cooked up here, but I even see a shadow over there. I mean, you got the style perfectly down straight. We got a team of 4 on the left and a team of 4 on the right with the mystery thing, and look at these names. Look at the billions of points these people have scored over the past few years. Look at the trophies under all these players' names in just the past few years. This is exciting stuff. You just got all these people in a single room, booked on a single card. That's amazing. But getting all into the same match at the same time, Booker of the Year, my friend.
Well, thank you, Chris. Yeah, that's basically how this is going to work. So this is a very unique format in how the War Games are going to go. We'll cover the rules. In fact, the King has a little video to share on how this kind of will work out in different scenarios. So we're going to take a look at that. But yeah, it is Team Alex T versus Team Dog. Alex versus Dog is the main event anywhere in the world, but when you add their buddies, this is huge. It's the biggest main event in Friendlies history. Team Alex T consists of his buddy NTG, that's Tommy right there on the right with the shades. You got Ramations, the 29-5 superstar, and of course the Friendlies heavyweight champion Dan Vinky on the left, staying up. It's like 3 a.m. in England, but he doesn't care. He's a gamer. On the right, Team Dog, the 2-time world champion, leads the pack with his brother Andy, the Masters champion, and the CT Wars champion of Battle Royale number 4, Miles the Great. They got a mystery partner, as Bidwell mentioned. Who is the 4th member of Team Dog? He's kept it a mystery. He's kept it a secret. The King knows, and you will all find out in just moments. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelt. This is going to be a car crash, but in the good way. Burb, I was going to send you home, but you know what? You're going to hang out with us tonight. We're going to do War Games, the 3 of us. We're going to make
3-man commentary team, 8-man wrestling. Let's go.
It's a car crash. It's a friggin' car crash about to happen. Let's friggin' go. The main event of Rivals 4 coming up next. All right, folks, it is now time for the War Games to commence. Now, King, we're not wrestling fans, we're classic Tetris fans. How does War Games work exactly? Well, it's very simple. We're going to start with a 1 versus 1 battle. Players will play each other until the game has come to an end. And then once game 1 is over, a member of Alex T's team will come in and make it a 2 versus 1 battle. Advantage to Team Alex T in this grueling series. Once game number 2 has ended, then a team member from Dog will join to even the score and make it a 2 versus 2 match. We continue the process until all 4 members of Team Alex T and all 4 members of Team Dog have entered the match. And when we talk about the players that are involved in this, you've got probably some of the best players in the world, without question, involved in this historic match that no one's ever seen in Classic Tetris. Team Alex T obviously consists of the Captain Alex T, Mega Masters champion, multi-time CTM champion, and potential CTWC World Champion. Tommy NTG, video game bro of Alex T. Surely he has proven himself as a Masters champion, almost winning the Mega Masters Championship. And in so few games that he's played, has proven his dominance again and again. Up and coming star Ramations, master of the 29-5, first ever to complete it. Certainly the wild card in this one. And who could forget the Friendlies heavyweight champion, Dan Vinky. He's one of the best in the world and has proven it time and again with all his classic Tetris play. On Team Dog side, he's got his brother, Pixel Andy, multi-time CTM champion, CTL champion, and certainly very savage.
Just one more question about him, just because, you know, we have you. What is it that makes him so good?
Probably because I'm his brother. It's kind of true. Like, just like me being his brother, like, because I'm also so good, he has like competition all the time.
Who could forget their broski, Miles the Great, TikTok superstar, but certainly all those views are worth it because of his tremendous gameplay and CTW Wars 2023 Battle Royale 4 champion, defeating some of the greats that you're seeing today. And who's the wild card in this one? We know Dog and his achievements, two-time world champion. He is absolutely the best in the world by any means necessary. But who is their wild card? Who did Dog pick to be the fourth member of his team? Well, let me tell you, you won't be disappointed.
Luke Anderson, 26!
Yeah, we did the same wrong a lot somehow. Yeah, no, it was the same formation.
So yes!
Yeah, I'm saying! Oh my god. Yeah.
Let's go!
Tetris for Sodian starting at 843. So trying to reduce the gap as much as he can, getting another Tetris to 816. Sodium at 873. So maintain the lead. Sodium looks like he's enjoying some good VC during this match.
So now the war games are set. It is time to unleash the total brutality, the total grueling endurance test that they're about to go through. And I wish you all luck. Godspeed, gentlemen. Because your game is about to get changed.
Of Wargames! Wargames! Wargames!
There's the reveal.
That's what Bidwell just told you. There's the reveal, baby. The fourth member of Team Dog is going to be Sodium Overdose. Tremendous pick by Dog. Team Dog is ready. And ready to go unleashed against Team Alex T. Man, oh man, what a war we're about to embark. And let's take a look at the War Games rules. Bidwell told you how it works in wrestling. Well, this is how it's going to work here in Classic Tetris. We've modified it a little bit so it can work out, and I'm sure you'll be all entertained as we get set. Starting up, a member of both teams will face off in a 1v1 game, just like you normally would see. Players can choose either level 18 or a 19 start, so it doesn't matter. They can start on either level. They don't have to be on the same level at all. They can choose whatever they want. It's about having the highest score at the end of the day, similar to tag teams. Level 39 line cap is in effect, so players make sure that is activated with the 2x kill screen. At the end of the first game, a new player joins the match, making it a 2 versus 1 game. So, based on Monday night, Burb, you hosted, Miles and Ramations went one-on-one with the winner, giving their team the first man advantage. Rom came out on top in a decider, so Team Alex T will get the advantage and have a second player join to make it a 2v1 matchup. At the end of the second game, then, the player from Dog's team will come in to make it a 2 versus 2 and even it up, and we'll repeat the process until all 4 players have joined the match on both sides, making it the 8-player matchup we've been waiting for. And that's where Wargames begin, Bidwell, right? Because the team that reaches 7 wins first will win the match and make their opponent pin or submit. Oh my god. Crazy. I want to take a look at some online facts real quick as players are getting set to go. Team Alex T, Tommy NTG, Ramations, and Dan V. They're all rollers. Alex with the 5 million PB, Tommy 3.021, Rom nearly 4 million, and the Friendlies heavyweight champion 2.5 million. Look at the records there, fellas. 147 and 44 for Alex T, 39 and 11 for Tommy, 54 and 60 for Rom, and 138 and 57 stellar performances from the 3 out of the 4 there, and Rom just certainly coming up in his own. Notable achievement, Masters Championships for all 3 of them. They've won it in one certain way or another, and Rom is the first ever player to compete level 29.5 in the world. And you can see factions belong to Goob House for your fellow broskies on the left. Rom, the Lone Wolf, flying with no one, and Dan V, the STFUer, all day long. Our blue team consists of MSMers. They stay united in this one. Doug, 2.9 million PB, Andy 3.5 million, Miles 3.2, and Sodium 2.1. All of them pretty much rolling, even though you see Hybrid on the left side there. The match record, outstanding. Dog, like 3-1 basically, 305 and 104 in his career. Andy 261 and 97, Miles 209, 171, and Sodium 142 and 134. That's a lot of games played amongst all 4 of them, and certainly that left side. That winning percentage is outstanding. The 2-time world champion leads the pack. You got multi-time Masters champion and CTL champion Andy. The winner of the Brawl championship recently, Miles the Great, and Sodium is just a master of all Tetris modes. And as mentioned, they are faction MSM. What a match we're about to take place, gentlemen. This is crazy. And we're going to start off with our first bit of players. So we're going to get that going right now. So you can see here we have Ramations in here first. So let's pull up Rom. And then on the blue side, you're going to get the wild card, Sodium, in the house. Gentlemen, we're going to go to places never before seen. This is going to be nuts. And that's why I need the 2 of you to come help me out. Because this is going to be so wild. I don't even know how to even contain myself at this point.
Yeah, I'm just glad we got Max Out Club working. I know that was having problems earlier on today, so just glad it decided to work in time.
Yeah, shout out to Colin and Zempro for trying to make that work, so appreciate that. And we're able to resolve the issue for me to make this happen. All right, players. Warm-up time, I'm sure, is done. We are ready to go. Level 18 or 19, choose your poison when you start. Give me the readies in the Max Out Club, and we will get this one started. Well, as mentioned, you
this
are
will be a
major
cumulative score once we go 2-on-1, correct?
That is, yeah, everything will be yes, it is a cumulative score, 2-on-1 and 2-on-2 and so on. So I'm looking forward to seeing if these guys want to break the score, because I'm sure we may see some rollovers happen. We're going to see some wacky stuff, Bidwell. This is kind of a precursor to what you're going to get at CTWC. And for those of you that are CTWC fans, guess what? We got a Matcherino going for the World Championship. That's right there. Link is in there for you. Contribute to the prize pool for the World Championship CTWC 2023 at matcherino.com/tees/CTWC 2023. Let's do it.
We have 8 digits? We might need it. Being a little facetious, but maybe we will.
We're gonna need something. Or you just stay up all night. Get the coffee pot on. This is gonna be a long one. We got a lot of games to go. And Colin reminding players, if you'd like to put qual mode on, that would be helpful, but it's not necessary. I figured a way to work around that. If we forget it, it's not the end of the world. I can take care of that. Billion points time. This is not SPS. No, that'll be crazy to work with that. Sodium asking for SPS.
Let's keep the chaos. Let's remove that one chaos bit.
Well,
I think it'll be plenty intense without it.
I believe so.
Yeah. Of course, Colin wants SPS, probably because he wants to be the one to generate the seed and just make it absolutely cursed for everybody involved.
Of course.
Hey, steel chairs are allowed. We don't need SPS.
All right, Ron, when you are ready to go, let's do it. Let's see if I have to end his game just in case. He got stuck there. There we go. And we have Reddy's there. All right, here we go. It is the main event. Wargames is about to take place. I can't believe this is happening. My wildest dream comes true. Bidwell, count him down for the last one.
3, 2, 1. Wargames! Let's go! You have to build up, though, King. You can't just have everybody out at one time. That's why we have the 101 first. And then we build the intensity. We build the drama. And we see how it ends up. But both players opting for the 18. We had that wrinkle in there where they could pick 19. And interesting, after watching Scout's video, we're going to see how many of these players are going to go with the 19 strats during their qual runs next week. But for this, we're going to start with the 18.
I think nothing wrong with that because it's the first game. You want to try to get out of the gate hot, and especially, we're talking about Team Dog right now. They are down, right? Because they have the man disadvantage. Alex T's team has the advantage with the extra man that's going to come in joining next. And we don't even know who the extra man is. It's a secret. Not even the other team knows. They only know their proper lineup. So who will be the next entrant? You have to wait and see after game number 1 is done. And Bidwell, I don't know, maybe Sting comes out at some point, right? You got a fake Sting and the real Sting going to battle. Oh my god.
I'm checking my rafters and seeing if anybody's up there. I don't see anybody, fortunately, because we just got our roof repaired this summer. I wouldn't want any more damage to that. But early on here, Team Dog with the 1 Tetris advantage. So we have the brothers, Dog and Andy pair. Have they teamed up before in any exhibition-like match? Is this their first time in a team-up situation?
So, as mentioned before, they might have teamed up back in the old days. There was a group that was around, a format called ClassicTetris Gangs. And that was kind of like something similar along the lines of this, but it was 4v4 matchups or 3v3 matchups going on simultaneously versus what we're doing here where we have, one player at a time coming in to shake things up. But they may have participated in that. I'm not 100% sure. Otherwise, yeah, it's a rarity that you see in ClassicTetris that you've got teams working out, and maybe this is the first time that Dog and Andy have teamed up.
I get some Steiner brother vibes with these two. So which one is Scott, and who would you pick? Rick and Scott Steiner. Who's who? Dog or Andy, and their Steiner replacement?
I would probably have to say Dog would be the Rick Steiner, right? Even though
Who's better at math?
Uh,
Whoever's better at math is obviously Scott Steiner.
Obviously, there you go. Well, I think Andy had mentioned that he's studying. He's in college right now, so he's studying computer programming, as he mentioned in a interview with Van Dweller recently after a Masters win. So he'd probably be good at math. So he's got to be the Scott Steiner.
There we go.
Because he knows he's got like 144% chance of winning this one. A lot of wrestling fans here. A lot of wrestling fans here, Bidwell. Everybody's shot. We got Hardy Boys. Got a lot of wrestling fans here. I love it.
Early on, a nice tight match. Half Tetris difference between the two. Not even having the same piece sets. They're playing very similarly pace-wise.
Yeah,
trying to save my energy for the. Trying to save my energy because I know what's going to happen, so I don't want to overanalyze what's going on here because we've got a long way to go.
Oh, we do.
But in classic, I mean,
save that brain power, Chris.
Jeez, there's not much left. But
so here we go. Rom at 414, down 14,000 points to Sodium, keeping it nice and clean at 451. Bird, what a pick here by Dog to go with Sodium for this one. I know you took a guess, maybe thinking it was Huff, which would have been an excellent choice, but he's sticking with his main crew, his homies, and Sodium is an OG for the Dog team.
Yeah, I think Sodium also makes a lot of sense. He's someone I've actually had the pleasure of playing in competition a couple times, and he's always a tough guy to beat. That's let's put it that way. I think he's a very good addition for this team.
Every stable needs their party guy, and if you saw when Sodium had his big upset in CTWC back in one of the online years with his family partying around, Sodium's your party guy.
Oh, without question.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you saw in the clips there that he was partying it up in the VC. He was having some good VCs. So. Right now he's chatting it up. Maybe he's talking to Dog. He's giving Dog some strategy tips. Who knows?
Yeah, but Rama had some little drama at top, but like all of our pro rollers, they can handle it and clean out the board. And both players are pushing for well over 500,000 transitions. But about 2 Tetris lead for Sodium going into that transition. Playing way at the top with that transition coming up. Trying to eke out every single Tetris possible. Look at that perfect slope.
Oh my word.
Got one more burn to execute. It'll have to use the J inverted to open up, and there's a Tetris. Kind of missed the J tuck.
But there you go. Hard to recalibrate even the pro players.
Sodium's fine. He'll take the long bar over to the right side to score the Tetris. 647 for Sodium. 569 hey now for Rom. And Burb knows. He saw Rom firsthand this past Monday here, Bidwell. Rom took Miles to the decider and clutched it out for Team Alex T to get this extra man advantage that we'll get in game number 2. Burb, pretty impressive play from Rom in Monday night against Miles.
Oh, without question. I mean, it was almost every game went deep into kill screen, and it was Rob Mations that was just able to build the leads beforehand, and was able to just continue playing aggressive on 29 too as needed. He did an excellent job there. And really, I think it came down to his mental game too, just keeping his composure even after I think he was down 2-1 at some point during the match, and he was able to just kind of keep it together, come all the way back. He did an excellent job.
Look at this tie game. Well, 787 now 735.
Yeah, Bidwell, this is a big game for Sodium. He has to kind of win this one because he's going to be down in the next one 2v1 against the next member of Alex T's team, and that puts him at a disadvantage in trying to...
Ooh, formations.
Ooh. Some tough plays here for Rom. We'll see if he can get out of this. I mean,
but even if he does, this is Sodium's chance to really push ahead.
Yeah. A reminder, Rom is the world record holder, the man that got the 29.5 for the first time ever. So if anyone could get out of the jam, it would be him. And look at him go, triple down the middle.
Wow, yeah, look at that.
Tremendous
job. The game started sparkling. That was such a great solve.
Cheeky Bidwell giving you the precise moment of what's going on. We got a dirty setup for Rom. And I'll get it. Dirty Tetris for Rom. He's going to play that way here. Oh man, look at
You
him
got
go.
to. You're down to a top player by over 100,000 points. You gotta be as efficient as possible. Max out.
There was almost 200,000 points behind for
Sodium. And I'm gonna be obnoxious once we break 1 million over here on Ramation. I'm just gonna assume it's gonna happen. I'm not commentator's curse. I don't believe in that stuff. Not with these players. And for anybody going to CTWC, I have a whole bag of cowbells that I will gladly give you one if you ask. I thought about selling them. It's like, nah, I'm gonna be just obnoxious and just give them out, and we're gonna make the convention know we are there. Ramation's heading into second transition, not in a optimal space.
He's down about 200,000 points to Sodium. So, Verb, this is exactly what Sodium and Team Dog need. They need to get this win right now.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah. Those bars for Rob.
Oh my goodness. Oh!
What?
Oh! What?
Oh!
And Sodium tops out at one over. Oh no!
Hangarangs galore for both players. That just went.
I am so sorry I cursed them. I said, here comes the 1 million points, and gosh darn, damn it.
How could you,
Sorry,
Big Will? How could you?
Oh my God!
Your
I
fault, man.
apologize. My fault.
All right, GG's there for Team Dog. They get exactly what they needed. They needed to get that win out of the gate, because now we're going to move into game number 2, where the second man is about to join Team Alex T. The man advantage, a 2v1 about to take place. Sodium, big win right there. Who's the second player for Team Alex T? We're going to get that revealed in a moment. So players, do your fingers, do what you need. King's going to set that up. Crazy, crazy ending to that one there, Bidwell.
I think with this 2-on-1 situation, now you go for the 19 start if you're Sodium to get that extra point advantage. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you have nothing to lose in that regard, so certainly, you know, you gotta go all out. That's what the advantage is for these players.
Yeah, I mean, especially for Team Dog, you've got the one game advantage, right? You know, it's kind of a situation where, okay, you're expected to lose anyway. You're, you know, it's 2-on-1. I think if you're Sodium, yeah, probably 19's the way to go.
So we're just waiting for the next player from Team Alex T to join in. Should be coming in moments.
Got some Family Feud drama building here. Survey says, or waiting for that flip of that panel.
So yeah, what a game number 1, fellas. I guess while we're waiting here, we'll just check that out.
Yeah, no, that was an excellent game. I mean, the fact that it took Sodium essentially, you know, almost getting a 1.2 to be able to win it in commanding fashion. I mean, that was very well done. He came in, he was kind of the wild card, but he came in and did what he had to do. You know, he handled his business.
I mean, Rob Nation's had